people.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hi.
I've been in a state of euphoria and or mania and or just delirium from lack of sleep all day.
Oh dear.
Nah, it's fine. It's good.
Okay.
It just means I'm like sassy and whatnot. I'm actually okay. I'm not. It's not like a clinical issue. It's just like I have a lot. Okay. No, I don't think I will click the England emoji, flag emoji to learn more. It's a weird thing to say.
My internet's being a little flaky tonight, so if I drop or go robot-y, I'll be back if I can be.
Okay. Every time I look at Bloodborne art, I think, man, a Bloodborne campaign would be really fun to do. And then I remember, wait, I have a bunch of other things needed to finish. I can't. I'll let somebody else do that, maybe.
I started that, actually.
Bloodborne?
I was designing one. Like a friend of mine did one like way back when too, and I picked up off of it.
I just had an idea of like for like a cleric, if they wanted gods, they would just be like all of the major NPCs in Bloodborne. Like Eileen was like the god of hunters. Koss, obviously god of weird shit in the sea. But oh god, what's his name? Pyramid Head, Wheel Man. He's like the god of vengeance or something.
I know what you mean.
Righteous vengeance.
Al something, I think.
It was some white name. It was some very basic white name. Alan. Alphonse. Aldia, Scholar of the Deep. No, that's a Scholar of the Flame. Haha, Dark Souls 2.
That was a great game. What are you talking about? I'm joking. It was terrible.
You know what? Honestly, it's the worst Souls game, but it's still a good game.
Yeah, I just wish that they would have, not done some things. And it would have.
Yeah, I have more problems with Dark Souls 2 than I do with any other Souls game. I think Bloodborne is almost fucking perfect. Almost. Just those blood vials, man.
I just wish they would, bring Bloodborne to PC.
Yeah, hopefully one day.
Don't see it happening. Honestly, like I say that as a joke, but I honestly feel like I really wish I could see it, but
as
it
I
will.
said, hopefully one day. Or sooner to get it on PS5. I do hope for that. Like that should hopefully happen within a year.
What if all the delay is just them trying to make it work at 60 frames per second, but they don't want to rip off that one mod? So they're just like, we got to do it ourselves. We got to figure out how this guy did it.
Probably.
Come on, people.
That tends to be very much a case with devs.
Should we just hire him and like buy license his work or something? No. That makes sense.
I just like the other some other companies' solution to it. Just take the cracked version, sell it.
Oh God! I mean, what is the other person going to do? Right?
Yeah,
Sue
right.
them for copyright infringement?
On that note, at least I'm glad that Arxis is actually hiring. Like they hired the dude for who did like all the good net code for like Skullgirls, and that he fixed it up for Strive, and that's why Strive's net code is possibly the best yet.
Nintendo, hire this man. No,
they're American.
I know. I do really wish that Bloodborne comes out for PC just for a randomizer mod. I think that would be like really interesting with like how Bloodborne is like built. Like how much can you really randomize it? Where like can you go to the Hunter's Nightmare before you even get up to the church? Like I don't know. I think that'd be pretty cool. Fucking dealing with Nightmare of Mensis before you've even set foot in oh God, what's the name? Oh God, Yardwick? No, Channelwick. The place with all the weird laughing ladies.
I don't even remember.
I've literally never played it because I never had a PS4.
The laughing lady.
Yeah, it's the area you have to go to in order to even get to Canehurst.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's in Yarnum. They're in Yarnum.
Yeah, but there's a name for that specific area of Yarnum where they all are.
I guess it's like just central Yarnum, isn't it? Like this. I don't know.
No, this is the one that where you have to fight the witch boss, where like the witches are invisible.
The one with the many eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the place does have a name. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. Something Hill, isn't it?
I almost thought like Yard or Wick is in the name.
Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, that's kind of early on, so like I don't remember much.
So Sean, you had to leave early last time, right?
Uh-huh.
Does anybody want to catch him up on what he missed? I don't remember when exactly you left, so I don't know how much you missed.
With Henwick.
Henwick, there we go. I knew Wick was in there.
Let's see. What did he miss?
Firewatch Island going down?
Yes.
Going down?
Yeah, that's right. Wolfram had a like, he doesn't dream, but he had like a weird vision thing while he's just was kind of sitting by himself in his quarters. A pair of shadowy eyes appeared on his wall, and like his like own vision was sucked through those eyes, and he was able to like almost see through the the body of one of the drowned zombies that you guys were had fought before, and it went up to Firewatch Island and was like participating in like killing a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I guess that's our next goal, right?
Yeah, I think we're gonna shelve the Sea Princess for a little bit. I think we need to deal with the undead.
Also add 28 gold to your inventory, and our new XP is at 68,415.
How much gold?
48. 48.
Yeah, the extra XP. The XP was from the fight you guys had earlier that day.
Oh yes, the fire thingies.
No, the on the beach, the drowned.
Yeah,
But yeah, Azadeh cleared up a lot of the town. Oh, you wanted to... I forgot. I wrote this down. Sam, you wanted to see about like any drugs that were for sale on the bridge.
Yeah.
You know, something a little bit less intensive than than rapture weed?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like a particular, not really a shady shop, but like a decent smoke shop, has several things for sale. The more popular ones, the ones that like you see people like that has like recommended for like people buying, is a an assortment of like a bag of tiny little pale maroon mushrooms, like maybe like no bigger than the size of like a nail or like a or even a keyboard key, called cute drops that you can eat raw or distill into a tea and drink, and it basically just gives you like a nice euphoria. You're finding like other creatures cute and adorable and cuddly, like almost like I assume what I've heard from about ecstasy. I've never taken ecstasy, so I don't know.
That's adorable.
Mm-hmm. And an arrangement of these like needle-like seeds called float seed, that you can crush and smoke and provide like a more calming effect. That almost make you feel like you're floating. There's some other stuff also that he says that like the seller says is banned in some in these more surrounding like areas, like back home in Keelan, for instance. These substances are banned because they're more intense and can possibly be dangerous, not just for you but for other people because of their mood altering abilities. Do you want to learn about those?
Yeah.
Okay. First up, you have. What? Oh. He points you to a powdery green substance called jike, and it's like its closest analogy would be sort of like speed. It's definitely like it has like an actual physical effect on your body, being very providing energy and adrenaline for you, but it has some with a J. But it can be dangerous and for extended periods of time, just for your body and everything. Who's that?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Nefara, we're talking about drugs.
In-game drugs, not real drugs.
Also, these the first two that I mentioned, cute drop and float seed, are common enough that he's willing. They can sell for just a gold for. Oh God! What was that sound?
You trying to get back on?
Oh, okay, he did it real quick. We're talking about drugs.
Oh, okay.
Sam asked about drugs last time.
Solwynn asked about drugs.
Raptor weed.
Yeah. Well, different. Cute drop and float seed for right now. A sort of a more ecstasy and a calming drug. But like now, I'm just talking about jike, which is more like a speed or adrenaline boosting thing. Just one sample of this.
So you're saying it gives you haste?
Sort of, not exactly, but it is. But it has a comparable effect. I'm not gonna tell you guys exactly what they do until you guys actually use them.
That'd be rad.
Yeah.
Get high, get haste.
But the jike for one, like per use, like about 50 gold per what's the serving size, I guess.
Okay.
Another one, he shows you an alchemical white paste that he says you can dissolve in water, called Magebane, or as some people call it, Malker. I'll write that down. The nutritional fact is you get high. Anyways, Magebane.
How many proteins?
Magebane, it doesn't just, it has an actual like outside effect as well. In addition to just like giving you like a very clear head, almost like to the point of like a attention deficit drugs like Adderall or something like that. You can, it's known to take other properties based on what magical items are around. That's the best way he can describe them.
Say that one more time.
The properties of Magebane change depending on the magical items that are actually around, like either on you or on somebody else or whatever. But that one is 100 gold per use per serving size.
How long do the effects last on these things?
The guy says anywhere between 4 to 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
And for the last thing, he points to a vinegary, like a jar full of like a vinegar substance, and you swear it looks like there's a small creature inside of it. And it's there is, but it almost like seems to fade in and out and dissolve with the liquid and reappear. It's called Mephis, and it is a alchemical substance distilled from mephits, actually, like pickled mephits. This one is a hallucinogen, and frequent users of it experience like really weird trips. That's 140 gold, though, for a serving size.
Said 140?
140, yeah.
Can you type the name out?
Yes. And as a reminder, Jike, Magebane, and Mephis are banned in Saltmarsh and pretty much any place that has any kind of rule of law.
Okay. So take them on the open sea. Got it.
Sure. I'll type all of them out, just so you know.
Perfect, thank you.
Oh wait, I already typed out Magebane. Well, whatever. Anyways, you had said that last time, so I just want to make sure we touch off on that. Also, before we left Tulltown, I wanted to make sure if Giovanni had anything he wanted to do before everyone got ready to leave.
I don't recall anything interesting in this place. I think at best, like Giovanni just wants to find information on Therax, but I don't recall if we got anything.
So Olivia and Solwynn were able to ask the half ogre Billy, or called Billy, but he's actually known by originally known by a different name.
Dobbs,
yeah. That I can bring you actually to the map. That happens to be traveling like around like down south. Like her main layer is known to be down in this general direction.
Hang on, can you ping that again?
Mm-hmm. Down here, it looks like Sam and
okay, the blue X.
Yeah, or like in that kind of vicinity. So I would say in this whole area is a potential. Where are you? I can do this whole general area.
Okay. So has she been to Fairwind lately?
She has not. The most recent one that has been to Fairwind was Vigor Thras, the man that sails an iron ship. and he hasn't even been seen in a while. Well, no, sorry, he has been seen, but he was last seen there like a month ago.
I want information on what like Therax's crew is like, or maybe even like her ship.
Okay, well, you did. I thought you were here for that, but you did learn that Therax's ship has been known to, or at least reports are that it can fly. You don't know how. You don't know if it's like through balloons or through wings or through engines or anything of the like. One second. As far as her crew and everything else, though, you might either have to grease some palms to get that money or make some charisma checks.
Let's see. I'm no good at the charisma, so I'm gonna like, I don't know, give a dude a gold and be like, what kind of crew does she have? Yeah.
Okay. Just like any random gentleman, or
I don't know, some dude in Dobbs's place, I guess, or maybe Dobbs himself. I think he'd probably know.
He's a good one to talk to.
okay. For a gold, yeah, Dobbs will just say, her deal, she's got a giant crab guarding her place.
Giant crab?
Giant crab. Wears a ship on its back and sings a lovely tune, so I hear. Oh God, that giant enemy crab.
Okay, so she has a giant crab.
Yeah.
Interesting. That is very interesting. It's a singing crab. Giovanni will just thank him for the info. And make sure he has earplugs.
Okay.
What the singing of the crab does?
No, just that it sounds lovely. You're not sure.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Reply.
Hello.
Text man.
I'm sorry.
You're okay. We're mainly just catching Sean up to speed because he had to leave last time.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. We're both not good at math and get anxious. And taxes is maybe the most important math you have to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, do you
There's
mind?
not even like, much math you have to do anymore because it's all like autofill your stuff in for you, and it's like okay, I guess.
I hope I don't get audited.
It's going to murder me.
At least it's better than down here.
I don't even want to know what the IRS is like. I've heard the stories.
I made $2.
Whoa! How much are we?
How much what?
30.
I usually make so much more than that.
It's not really that you made it. It's money that you already had made.
That's true.
They're just giving it back to you.
Who the fuck is FICA and why are they taking my money? Hunter, do you mind copying and pasting the description of the drugs into documents and notes, please?
Well, I have my own description for the drugs, so I can't copy and paste those exactly, but I'll do the best I can.
Thank you so much.
I'll do that later, just so we can get things going. If you need a reminder, just like ask me
Will do.
on the spot or something. But yeah, also Giovanni was able to get a little bit more information out of Therax or out of Dobbs, aka Billy from Billy's Bar, that Therax has a giant crab, like that she has as a guard or something, supposedly. But anyways,
Apparently,
yeah. But anyways, you guys were think just preparing to make sure if you had to do anything else today, or before you guys left town.
Did we want to restock
Yeah.
on any food or water?
Do we need any of that?
I think we took some from the other ship. I know we left some for them. I wasn't sure if we took any.
Yeah, I'll pay for like just generic rations or whatever.
Provisions, yeah.
Provisions, that's a better word.
Oh, do you mind taking us back to the boat? We did switch some things around.
There was
yes,
one.
absolutely.
There was one major change to the boat.
Azadeh, you now have a bigger room.
How'd I end up with a bigger room?
Because I moved in with Olivia.
Ooh, sweet.
So yeah, you got her old room.
And now the chef gets his pantry back.
Finally fill it with good food.
Yeah, that's what we restock on.
How much were you willing to? Are you trying to buy, Giovanni? Are you just buying rations? Or are you buying like actual like wholesale trade goods or stuff?
Like Pat said, provisions, just whatever the ship needs.
We don't have a party fund, right?
That's fine. I'll pay for it myself.
Don't know.
Like I can't imagine.
Yeah,
it's
we
not
definitely
like
we
magical
do.
items, so I should be.
I was going to say I've got some money too if we need.
This
You
is
guys should
Giovanni.
have some.
He's just filling out his kitchen. That's all.
You guys should have some food. That's something that you guys should probably try to keep track of. Is that like how much food you guys have on the boat and everything? But at the very least, like I know that you guys had like also those fruits that you guys took from the island.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the magic.
That essentially
drop-
says
good
what
I'm
they're
gonna
berries.
saying.
drop 20 gold worth of whatever.
Perfect.
Okay.
I think I'll match that and we'll double it. I'll also drop 20.
I'll get the good shit.
I'm gonna put 22.
Damn.
20 also or 22?
No, I'm putting 22. 22 down.
Okay. God, how much would that even be? Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of provisions for well, I mean, you guys do have a crew that you have to keep fed and everything too.
Yeah.
We're getting the good stuff. Some spices.
Yeah, plus what if something bad goes down, we're not going to die.
And we can also say it's like ballista arrows or whatever. Too, that goes into
fair.
that.
Oh yeah, how much would that cost? That's probably a lot though.
Yeah, rounds are... I mean, you're also a blacksmith, though. You could probably whip a couple up once we get back to port.
Yeah, I would need a forge for that. So.
Pocket forge.
Pocket forge.
Pocket forge. Man, that was sick.
I'd say a ballista bolt would be a single ballista bolt would be 2 gold.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if you want to stock up on that, you can buy as many as you want over that.
I guess.
I will buy 5 of them for 10 gold.
All right. Yeah. I just want to make sure the kitchen's full. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kitchen will definitely be full with 42 gold worth. That's oh my god. I will roughly equivalent that to about 420 meals, I think.
420, baby.
420 modest meals also, so you can ration it out even if you guys actually really need it. So that's definitely enough for. Yeah, that's definitely enough for at least a month, maybe more. But all right, cool.
So while we're in Telltown, now that Azadeh's going to have her own room, she's going to go buy an inspirational wall hanging.
Live, laugh, love.
Okay.
It'll just be like a stylized picture of like a knight on horseback, and it'll just say in big bold letters "Justice" underneath it. Yeah, that's gonna be the sole decor in that room.
Okay. That'll only cost you like maybe a silver.
I'm going to reimburse Giovanni and
He's so cute.
Olivia. I'll give you both 10 gold for that because I'm not going to eat the food. I can't.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
don't need to eat the food, so.
I
I'll
take
take
his
it.
10
Cha-ching.
gold and I buy more food.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
my god!
Captain, we can't hold any more food.
I'm pocketing this one.
Maybe some ale.
Yeah, always good.
I don't want maybe easy on the alcohol. Giovanni does not want drunks on the ship.
Of course.
So just a little bit for treats
As a
Celebrate.
snack.
as a treat.
You may have 1 ounce.
You may
Fine
have
with me.
you may have
Keep
one
a keg
shot,
in the room.
1 shot per celebration.
It's like the dad sip of beer when you're a kid.
We can also do like a lot of. We can celebrate all the time. It's like, whoa, we just set sail. Shots. We just made it 10 feet. Shots. See, celebrate everything.
He's gonna take that away so fast.
Azadeh's just now changed her from conquest or whatever to partying.
Party.
Oh, the partying.
Paladin of partying. Party paladin.
Partying.
Oath to party.
I'm just imagining
will
a
also do that.
Dionysus paladin.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of too.
I will also say that's 520 meals for like a day's worth. Like when I say meal, I mean like a day's worth of meals. So
Hell yeah.
like that.
Oh, that's a lot of
like,
food.
yeah. So you guys like, but I think divided by your crew numbers and everything else, like that, or at least everybody that needs to eat. So everyone minus Wolfram.
Honestly, that's pretty good because if we run across an island that's like needs help, we could always
Oh, yeah.
be sharing food.
Right, we can eat in front of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think that's everything before we ship off, unless somebody else has anything.
Yeah, no, we gotta fucking
Nothing.
skedaddle before these pirates decide to shank us.
Right, for all the money we're dropping on this town.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that to you, Sean. Yeah, people are definitely aware that there. You can hear people talking that there's somebody's been asking about the sea princes here in this town. Like it's like the word's getting out that someone's looking for him.
Oh, good. Let him come to us. Let them come.
Actually, I had a thought last time. I was going to wait till you got back. I was going to say Giovanni should, boast about he's, the new... Just obviously fake, that you're the new pirate in town, and then you're going to take care of all of them, see if you can't bait some of them out.
I'm Bosch von Rosenberg of
Exactly.
Dalmatia.
All
Well,
right.
that's up to you guys.
Let me hold off on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I do think we want to take care of the demon stuff first.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's skedaddle and start heading to Firewatch, I guess.
Yeah, we need to take care of that ASAP.
Okay, 1 second.
And then we'll all just magically swim underwater and die in a portal.
Oh, no.
I just wanted to make sure I have a little clock tab, and I just wanted to make sure that I actually have on there how long your food will last, unless you resupply or anything. I just wanted to put that there. Probably will never have to care about it, but that's there now. Okay, so yeah, you guys all wake up in the morning. Almost everyone's on the boat except, Azadeh, did you spend another night on the? Oh wait, this might have been. No wait, sorry, you did. This is the night that you already spent in.
Yeah.
In the bar and everything else. So
And she would have met you guys in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
that's right. I just wanted to do a little catch up. But yeah, it's just past dawn. Would you guys like to ship out? It'll take you about half a day to get to Firewatch from here.
Yep, let's go.
Yep, let's go.
Yep, no time like the present. You got time for a rousing speech?
Oh, yep. Don't forget the rousing speech.
All right.
13, 8 temp HP.
Woohoo!
Hell yeah.
13? Yeah.
Yeah. When you say half a day, how long exactly is that going to be? I
I mean,
want to
about
know if I can swap out a spell or two.
Yeah, long rest.
well, you could have done that last night. I mean,
I had already
It's
decided
fair.
on my spells last time, so
oh, okay.
that's why I'm asking.
All right, I figure. So like you guys like ship off like around like 6:37. You'll get there around 2.
Okay, so no, I'll do that. Do that the next
Yeah.
day. Okay.
So yeah, set sail in to the sight of some unfriendly faces. You do catch a glimpse of the 2 that you were that you guys threw into the bay, trying to hassle another boat that didn't see you shipping out and then shut up and then go back to about their normal lackadaisy business.
Okay. Quiet.
I imagine Giovanni as we're leaving, he's just doing the finger C eyes like.
Yeah.
Just pulling out some ice from his decanter.
Yeah, right. He's got like ice cubes and he's like munching on them.
But yeah, so the trip to Fairwind or Firewatch, not Fairwind, Firewatch. You guys were just at Fairwind. Fairly uneventful. You do notice that the nice sun that you enjoyed in Tall Town has slowly been taken over by an gray overcast sky. The seas, while choppy, are not too rough. Definitely not to the point where your stomachs are turning. But as you like just approach the islands, you can make out like an actual shape in the distance. You hear a loud bell coming from the direction of the island.
I think we'd be over. Hopefully, Solwynn's she's probably still up in the crow's nest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll put you up there.
When you said choppy water and you're holding your stomachs are okay, I was like, let's make sure of that.
Yeah, it's fine.
16's fine, yeah.
It's mostly just rough. Oh my god, Barb, what are you doing out in the middle of the ocean? Get back here.
She's been there.
Work.
She's doing the incredible journey.
But she's still not on a boat with us, so.
She's like, my owner left me back in Saltmarsh. I'm gonna go find him.
She got to stay home and warn us.
God, that'd be so bad if she came up and we're like, oh fuck.
Oh no.
She gets there and then like just dies because of all the amount of mileage she had to travel.
Aw.
Oh.
Hoo-wee. That'd be a long journey for a small little pseudo dragon. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. You heard a bell coming from the island. Made about a dozen rings and then stopped.
I'm looking through my spyglass.
Okay, make a perception check.
Oof.
Oof.
You are unable to really make out any more than just a vague shape of the island approaching.
Perfect.
Does 12 bells mean anything to anybody?
I guess can we do like maybe a history check to see if
Yeah,
that's
is that
kind of
like
like
All the boat people, or I don't know.
Sure.
I'll give Olivia guidance.
There's there's nothing really about like nothing historical about like a 12 bell ring or anything else.
Sure.
With the way that you heard the bells and everything else, it sounded like someone was just banging because they had spot,
Yeah, it's an alarm.
like either an alarm or something.
All right.
Right. It's like, well, they know we're here.
Let's see here. Should we then precast Death Ward on some people here? I'm thinking Solwynn and whom else? Does anybody feel like they need Death Ward?
I usually am not enough in danger. I try to stay away from that stuff, so I should be okay.
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, let's give it to Azadeh or Giovanni.
Or can Death Ward go in on you, Wolfram?
I should be able to, yeah.
Because you're kind of the one that gets us back up.
Right.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think you're the best option.
Do we want to pre-haste anyone?
That only lasts
Me?
a minute. So.
I always want
That's
to
true.
hate.
Yeah, let's hold off because I think we're
You're
still.
right. It's only a minute. You're right.
Yeah, hold off.
Yeah, we're.
Yeah,
I think
I'll-
we're quite a ways away from the island.
You
Still,
say, I think it's been a while since I've hasted Giovanni anyway, so he'll get it today.
Yeah.
This is a drug.
All right, let's get
Gotta go.
two Death
one
Wards. Sorry, Solwyn and Azadeh.
Okay.
Okay. So one thing I do want to bring up, sort of a rules clarification and stuff. You guys have been stacking Bardic Inspiration because they're different dies and everything else. However, I believe a creature can only have one Bardic Inspiration at a time. Doesn't matter the die
Got it.
size.
Okay.
So no more stacking on Bardic Inspiration for ability checks. I thought it was really fun, but then it's like,
Wait a minute here.
Yeah.
And that way, at the very least, you don't have to feel like you have to.
Would you mind linking me to those rules? Because I just want them for my own reference.
It should be under the Bard rules. But yeah.
Okay, I'll go read over.
Another thing
me see
is
if I have it.
we probably don't want to anchor at all. You might want to
yeah.
keep the ship moving.
We'll get them to his orbit. Yeah.
Like we'll go on, however we normally go in, but then we have to keep the ship moving because if we let them sit, they might be attacked.
I agree, absolutely. Our NPCs will take care of that.
Then I'll just keep sending up in case we need to contact somebody on the ship. Or do we have anything that we could signal them with?
Do we have spells? I mean, Fairy Fire maybe.
Or Eldritch Blast into the sky.
Yeah, I guess we could. Yeah, shoot some spells in the sky.
So we're warning them that we're coming?
No. If we need to get back on the ship, we can contact them.
We'll have
that's
them.
a perfect
Yeah.
idea.
I can
Yeah.
link us up with a crewman.
Okay.
Perfect. At least just one of them.
Yeah. So who am I not going to link up with in our group?
I don't know. I feel like that's super important that we are all linked up.
Yeah,
I agree.
We can
I
always just
think
have them do a signal. I think that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you should definitely prioritize linking the party.
Then I can link us all up. But let's find out how they could contact us if they need to.
like I said, I can keep sending up, or we can just try like Eldritch blasting into the air.
Like, as part of all those provisions, can I have bought flares? I don't know if flares exist in this.
Fire arrows?
There's nothing that you can. Well, I shouldn't say that. There would be like smoke signals that you can buy also. Yeah. So
Cool.
not exactly flares, but definitely smoke signals.
Louise,
Yeah.
is anyone a wizard, a warlock, or a sorcerer? Amongst
No.
you guys?
I mean,
Magic is for nerds. You use good old flint and paper.
Chuck knows what I'm thinking.
Could always just minor illusion it too.
I'm
But-
thinking them to contact us.
Fair.
Give one of them the staff of fire. Just be like, just shoot up a fireball. to get our attention.
All right, but I think that's about all we have to prepare for, and then we just
Yeah,
head in.
I think otherwise we're good to go.
Okay. You guys.
Ah!
That's fine.
Well, we're linked for 1 hour until I have to do it again.
Oh boy.
It's like the
That's fair.
third. Yeah, it's like the third time I've rolled a 1.
Do you link up
Yeah,
with
that's
Luis
fine.
again, or do you link up with a different crew member?
No,
this time?
the party is linked up. This is what I've been.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So no one on the crew.
Sorry. Azadeh, what were you saying?
Oh, I just said get him out of your system.
Oh,
The more
Right.
All right. What? Oh wait, no, that's right. Barb, you're gone. I keep forgetting.
Bark.
Sorry, I shouldn't say gone. I should say back in Saltmarsh. Stop working. Okay. So you guys get out in your little rowboat, and well, that's what the plan is at the very least, right?
I think so, yeah.
We can just swim to shore, all of us.
That's
Yeah,
also true. We all have swimming speeds.
yeah, we could just like pass by the island and just get as close as safely as possible, and then just hop off and swim in.
And then we can all like scuba, fall off the side, synchronize, and be really cool about it.
Then we might lose our rowboat, so we could just.
Yeah, also true.
We could just leave it for the crew so that they have a rowboat.
Yeah, I think just leave the rowboat. If we don't need it, no need to take it.
Okay. As you guys approach Farwind Island, you can see the rest of the whole island itself come into view. 3 barren hills just kind of dot the small island with a small, little tiny fortress-sized hovel or like building sitting in a tower, like sitting in between it. You can gauge by the tower that like you can just see the faintest shine of a bell inside of it, and you can deduce that that's the source of the bell ringing that you heard earlier. But you guys get out, start swimming as the killer whale slowly does a small perimeter patrol, and yeah. Which direction would you guys? You guys came from the south, but which part of the island would you like to land on?
Probably the south, correct?
Sure, fuck it.
Does it look like there's a how do the different directions look to us as we're kind of passing by?
As you're kind of passing by, there is a faint. Not sorry, I shouldn't say faint. There is a small crude dock to the north of the island.
All right, and then
but as you're drifting around, go ahead.
I was just gonna say,
as you're drifting around, there is definitely a back or a southern entrance as well as a northern entrance.
Yeah, that's why I was just making sure that we don't go for a side of the island that has a sheer cliff face. As long as it's nothing like that.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, we can head in south and then head in.
Yeah, definitely beaches and grass are a part of this island. So it doesn't really matter where you guys land. I just want to know so I can find out where to put your tokens.
Yeah.
South side sounds fine.
Okay. In that case, let me go ahead. Oh, no, that's actually too little. Just take a bit to do all of this. And then move you guys here. So as you guys swim down here into, or do you guys see everything first of all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. As you guys swim your way down here, you can see this small, a small, not very decorative door down here to the south, and you saw just the faintest glimmer. Not the faintest glimmer. I don't know why I keep saying glimmer. Just the outlines of a small rowboat in this small little bay-like area. Yeah. As far as you're aware, there were two doors that were down here. It seems there's one that's right here, and one that's right here, up a little stairways. Just past the wall, you can see a small opening to what might be a larger courtyard.
Does it look like there's any footprints on the beach, like from blue rot zombies?
Just just generally glancing, and especially with your high passive, you definitely notice footprints going to and from the water to the little building.
Okay, I'll point
the
that out.
Hermitage.
Okay, so I guess that does clarify Wolfram's dream. They have been here. Don't know if they still are.
I might be expecting company then.
Be on your guard.
I am going to go invisible and scout ahead. Actually, who wants to scout ahead with me?
Giovanni will go.
Okay, I'll uppercast invisibility at level 3. And both of us will go invisible.
Giovanni is like, you can't see me.
I'm just going to be pressed up against the wall here.
Mm-hmm. I'll be using my bonus action to kind of dash around until I see something.
I'm paying attention to tracks, like seeing where it may be, like if it's going away from the obvious front door.
Okay.
Do you want to take the front door or the courtyard?
Oh, I didn't even know.
Go ahead.
Actually,
there is a small entrance to a little courtyard area.
Let me go there.
Reveal what you can see.
I'm going to check this door for traps.
Sure.
Just in case something trapped it behind it.
Okay. Yeah, so Giovanni, this you see in here, there's a large cistern in here used for gathering all kinds of drinking water or rainwater. Just want to double check something here.
I want to stay stealthy as I look around this area.
Okay. Solwynn, the door opens freely with there's no lock on it. There's no traps. It seems like it was actually almost partway open.
It's like that creepy.
So Giovanni, you're looking for tracks?
Staying stealthy, yeah, looking for tracks. Maybe if there's a path they take and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you two mind rolling stealth checks also? I forgot to ask for that earlier, as you are invisible, but you are not particularly hidden. Now you're hidden. Sure. That's good. Just making sure.
Surprise!
Can I have you roll a survival check also?
Just Geo?
Just you. Yeah.
Yikes.
You want an
That's
inspo,
still
my man?
okay.
Nah.
So you do see that there is a set of footprints, just kind of crossing each other. Some of the footprints seem to be different than the ones that you saw on the beach. You're not quite certain what that means, but there is definitely a different pair of tracks, uniquely different than the drowned zombie things. Solwynn, you are going inside.
Yes, sir.
And you are seeing the faintest remains of a bloodier massacre. This appears to have once been like the barracks, main meditation area, sleeping area of the hermits that reside here, the monks.
In their heads, they're gonna hear, yeah, they were definitely hit. It's a big bloody mess in here.
You tracks over here. Something else other than just the zombies.
Wolfram's going to go inside the building here.
Yeah, I think I'll pop in as well.
Zeta, do you want to follow Geo?
So, were you saying Zeta?
Yeah. I was asking Zeta if she wanted to follow Geo, so we...
Yeah,
we're
I'll
splitting
definitely follow behind.
So I don't know if she wants to join that.
It's all, we'll say we're all conjoined, so if he wants to say no, just him by himself.
Azadeh will definitely be going far enough, keeping far enough back not to mess up you stealthy people.
That's cool. Yeah.
My token is also doing that thing again where it's sometimes tricky to move it, so I can't quite tell where you guys are. Okay,
We've gone up into this upper building.
He's got to place you inside.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. All right, I'm going to be stealthing around. Dead end on this side.
Yeah, I just want to start cleaning up some of this blood, though.
Is it like pitch black in here?
There's some
in relation to the bell tower.
Where you are in the relation to the bell tower. The bell tower is more like right around, like in this direction.
It's part of the building that we entered.
Mm-hmm. You are being robotic. Sorry, what did you say?
I was trying to ask, where are we in relation to the bell tower?
I just said it's over here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see any ping, and also I didn't hear that because of the robot.
To the northwest, in this same area.
The general northwest direction, yep.
I think. Okay. Zeta will probably want to head towards that.
Okay. There is a door ahead of you, Solwynn.
Survivor distress.
Oh no.
Nafar, you are really cutting out.
Where
I
are
want
you?
to leave you guys alone.
Where are you sitting inside your house?
So, stick with the party.
So where are you sitting inside your house right now? Are you with the cats?
I've been called out.
Yeah, it's affecting your internet.
Massive delay on her end too.
Yeah. Giovanni, is there anything you want to do here, out here in the courtyard still?
Yeah, I just want to keep I'm assuming this is a path here, so I'm gonna stick to the bushes really, along just solid snake along the wall, and just keep on the lookout for anything.
Okay.
It's weird. I can hear you guys okay.
I'll just do this also. Yeah, just another path, and it seems like there's a little bit between the hill and the mountain that goes past here. Oh, let me just go ahead and do all this stuff too. You know what? Fine, because you passed by it, so you'll be able to see inside. There is just like a little, what looks like a distillery that you had walked past.
A distillery, you say?
Mm-hmm. Since you're there, I can reveal like a whole bunch of this.
Ah, okay. So let's see. I just want to peek inside. Like, do I see anything? Like, what kind of distillery, or I don't know. Like, what's up in there?
Well, there's definitely a strong scent of fermentation here in this dark little cellar. There's on the table on the west wall is like a bunch of copper tubing and vats.
So what you're saying is it's very flammable.
Yes, potentially.
Noted.
You also saw a trapdoor in the southern part of the ceiling, but that was like maybe like 10 feet up, and there was no like visible way to get to the ladder or the trapdoor from where you're looking.
Oh, that's easy. I pull out my decanter and shape water a ladder.
Okay, you can. Can you make a 10-foot tall ladder?
It goes 10 feet. Yeah, I just make some ice blocks.
It goes 10 feet or it goes 5 feet?
If I'm standing on a 5-foot block.
Oh, I see. Okay. It does last for an hour. Okay. Yeah, so you can get in through that way if you want. Solwynn, you had asked earlier what the light is like. It's, I would say, dimly lit. Not super dark. There is light after all coming in through the open door to the south. But there's what little there are of windows here are like small, like up in the top of the ceiling, no bigger than the size of like a vent or something. Like it's meant for like just a little bit of light at most.
Okay, I'm gonna give my ear to the door and see if I hear anything on the other side.
Okay. Perception check. You hear nothing. There's no sounds coming from beyond you in this room.
All right, I'm gonna slip through.
You try the door. The door does not budge.
Alrighty, then I will pull out my thieves' tools.
The door is not locked. It seems like something is barring the door from the other side. Feels like something heavy behind it.
Alrighty. I don't have to concentrate on that. Okay. I'm going to look at... I don't have to concentrate on potions, do I?
I'm sorry?
Potion of gaseous form. Do I have to concentrate on that?
I don't believe so, no.
Then I will take it. Or do we want to send someone... No, I'll be invisible. Well, yeah, I'll take it. And I'll slip through the cracks of the door.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. All right. So you go on through, and you're made of gas now. Great.
Invisible gas now.
Wolfram or Olivia, Azadeh, are you guys doing anything here in this room, or?
I was just going to clean up some of the blood with Prestige.
So I will be heading my way to where the bell tower was.
Okay. Well, Solwynn just slipped through the door that you saw her trying to use that was barred, or at the very least it seemed like she was having difficulty opening it.
Now that I'm on this side,
I don't see any other doors.
You can see the door right here?
Yeah, that's
it
the
just looks
only
like
door
that.
we see.
So what's the situation going on my side of the room?
It is it is like barricaded, like chairs and tables. From this, you gather from this what looked to be this room. This room looks like it might have been. There's like maybe bits of food that you see here. That this might have been like a dining hall or a gallery of some kind. But yeah, it's just the door is just barred with like all kinds of furniture in front of it.
Okay. I'm gonna slip back into my form, still invisible, and I want to try and gently move this stuff. Trying not to make a lot of noise as I move this stuff, and I'll let them know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Azadeh will call over to Solwynn and say, "Is there anyone alive in there?"
Not that I can see, but what can you smell? Or how far does your smell go?
Oh, my divine sense? Yeah, I could try that. It'll detect undead, right?
And a whole bunch of other nasty stuff.
Kills fiends. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a sniff.
Well, hey, let me get you into this room I'm in first.
Yeah, but I can still do the sniff. It's 60 feet. Okay, so yeah, I should get in there.
Definitely get in there first, yeah.
Do you want like a sleight of hand to see if I can move this stuff quietly?
Yes, please. And Olivia, can you give me an investigation check?
Sure.
Ooh, cool. So yeah, so when you're able to move the boxes and the tables and the furniture to the side pretty easily, Olivia, you find as you're like prestidiging up like some of the blood, you see that one of the partitions in between the two beds is hollow. Yeah.
Which
and on
two?
further, let's just say these ones for the sake of it.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So you're able to find it in the hollow partition, 2 flasks of wine.
Nice.
And a very nice looking like necklace with like a plant motif on it.
The good
Nice.
stuff.
I'm gonna pocket that.
I'll identify it later.
But yeah, I just wanted to do that since you were actually cleaning up around there.
Yeah, perfect. I'll split the wine with everyone later.
But someone cleared the way, and everyone can enter this room if you'd like.
Oh, great! I definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
Hey,
So there's a large rusty tub right here. Stairs going up to the second floor balcony right here.
More doors in a hallway, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
way more doors.
There's like 4. Yeah, there's 4 doors.
Yeah,
you guys
Jesus.
can see.
Okay. Well,
I'll-
let's start with the tub.
over the comm.
Oh no! I followed the tub.
Gio, where do you think you are in relation to us? We have a building. We're inside with 4 doors.
I'm inside a distillery. Found a secret hatch. Crawling inside. Metal Gear.
That's cool as hell.
Everybody wants
And
to go?
Azadeh, you wanted to do a divine sense or something?
Yeah, let's sniff around for some undead. So within 60 feet, do I smell anything?
Anything?
Specifically, celestial fiends or undeads?
Other than Wolfram.
Other than
Other than Wolfram? And that
I
includes
smell
the
Wolfram.
second floor also. I just want to double check the second floor.
That's not his.
You do not detect anything.
Okay.
Well,
She'll say
yeah.
it seems this particular area is clear from undead, but we shall still proceed cautiously.
How many times can you do that in a day?
4, actually.
You know, it's funny. Like, if you ever lose Wolfram, you could always use that to find him.
Yeah. Stinky Wolfram.
Oh.
It's that undead musk.
Saw the squid ink in his hair.
There you go.
Olivia, you fell in the tub.
Yes, I did fall in the
'Cause you
tub.
were-
Thank you.
You like kind of just straighten your like you just like rubbing your head, with your eyes closed. You open them up to find a bloody pair of false teeth have rested on your chest.
Ah! Oh god! Hearing her scream, I'm gonna run over to her. You all right?
Oh, don't ask. I'll take the mouth parts off of me
Mhm.
and get out of the tub. Oh,
Okay. Handling it, it looks and feels like ivory.
okay.
Teeth.
Well, they're fake at least.
So,
Wonder what they're in here.
when you said northwest, would this be the location I should be heading towards to get to the bell tower? Or do these stairs go up?
The stairs go up. This is like the location of the bell tower relative to your position is to your west. Yes. But
Okay.
before that, Giovanni, you are. I'm gonna
man,
actually move your character just to that second floor, so only you can see it. Wait, can you see it? Oh, wait, did I do it right? I didn't do it right.
Don't think so. Still in distillery.
This is cool. I have no
There
idea
you
where Giovanni is.
Yeah, this is
Right.
sick. But we're all linked up, so it's fine. I trust Giovanni. He's a smart guy.
Yeah, you're in what looks like a small guard tower. There's
Oh yeah.
There's like little arrow slits all around. There's an open doorway to your left going down, and it looks like you can actually peer into it. It looks like this whole room had collapsed below.
Wait, where's the room below?
Right here, down right here. Yeah,
Sees it. I see.
yeah. So that's all been collapsed down below. You can see like with the remains of like a large table and some beds and stuff. It's hard to gather like what was in that room originally, but it's all kind of a jumbled and destroyed mess right now.
Yeah, Giovanni's going to relay that to the party. See, I'm on an upper floor, and I see some room below me. Looks like it was destroyed. A battle perhaps occurred here. We'll continue stealthing. Metal Gear.
And that.
Well, then, I'm also going to take, as I'm walking, I'm going to try and quietly listen to see if if anything reacted to Olivia screaming.
Oh yeah, good call. Oops.
Not from your position you're aware of.
I'm also going to be listening to this door, too.
Okay. Olivia, you can actually see Giovanni above you right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh no,
Wave
you
at
can't.
him.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Scratch that. Ignore that. You can't because he's invisible and he's stealthy.
Gotcha.
So you guys
That's
actually
right,
know.
true. So can
Yeah,
I
Giovanni.
see Olivia?
You can see Olivia and Azadeh down below.
Hey, I'm going to shoot him. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah!
And then Giovanni's like, see two very attractive ladies. One's a blonde.
Oh my!
Another's a seems to be a paladin of some kind. Should I attack?
Oops. I forgot to turn on this, so that's okay. I don't think you saw a whole lot, so I'm just making sure that it's all
I
good.
see nothing now. Okay, I'm good. I can see my corridor.
There we go.
Yeah, it seems that's all here. So Giovanni will head downstairs
Mhm.
and meet up with those two.
Excellent.
While still invisible.
That's the important part.
So does that mean these stairs go up to the room that he was in, or do those not?
So
connect?
I was
guess we'll
in a
find out.
room. I was in a corridor, and I was overlooking a damaged room.
Well, let's see
Interesting.
what's up these stairs.
I want to look into this door.
Okay. The door is not locked.
Okay, I want to do it kind of sneakily.
Okay. So you're able to push it a little. It's not locked, but like you're having a little bit trouble of getting it open. Like it's almost like barred from the other side as well.
I'll say that mentally. Yeah, this one's stuck as well.
The room is stuck.
Door. This door was barred. This one is also barred.
I could try and use it. I'm going to try and kick it. Azadeh will
Go ahead, Azadeh.
give it the old.
I have 8 STR, please.
Oh, actually.
Yeah, make an athletics check.
Giovanni will hand you this crowbar, so you get
Oh,
advantage.
wonderful. 4.
Bam!
I could just slip in there. The gaseous form last.
You already ended it.
Did I already end it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you already ended it because you pushed away the boxes or the
Okay.
and the tables and stuff.
Azadeh just does the fireman's kick
Nice.
with a heavy, grieved foot.
Crowbar advantage.
You want me to roll again and just see if I crit?
Did you already roll?
Yeah, I don't
You don't
see
see it? It's
I
a
don't see it.
26, but I'll do it again if you want.
Oh,
26?
well, if you rolled it and it's showing up soon, I'm gonna believe you. Yeah, you opened that bad boy real easily with just this one swift kick.
Just
Ooh.
scattering barricaded stuff. And then
You
she,
see
Look out door.
she kind of does the after you gesture to Olivia.
All right, popping in. Ooh, nice. It's a kitchen.
The kitchen is relatively clean. It shows some signs of recent use. There's a kettle above the fireplace. The brick oven is right next to it. There's
There it is.
A single loaf of bread rests on the cutting block in the center of the table.
Here's
And,
how fresh does it? Is it stale or is it fresh?
Maybe day old bread. It's stale. It's been out all day, but
Okay.
there is definitely still some. You can smell some signs of smoke and stuff from when the oven and the kettle was last on.
Right.
But so there is a door to the west, and then there's again the door down here to the south.
I want to take a look
Alright,
down here.
So there was a door to the west?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright, so I'll check out that door. Is this one good to go, or is it blocked?
That one you give it a little tug. That one is locked.
Is this one?
That door is fine, Olivia.
Okay.
Azadeh's gonna knock.
Ooh.
I just want to double check one second. So when you're able to open that room up pretty easily.
Sure.
Not detecting anything behind it. And Wolfram, I believe that one. Yes. This one, you open it up and you see very familiar signs of decoration in here, similar to the temple in Saltmarsh. This is a little chantry for Procant.
Okay.
Or at least was. It has since in the meantime been converted into a small library.
All right. Is there anything of note? Does it look like it's been ransacked or messed with, or?
A few of the books have been misplaced as it and maybe in a panic or anything, but there's no blood in here. There's one book that seems out of place and has something written on it.
All right. Yeah, I'll go check it out.
So did
Okay.
anybody answer my knock?
No one answered your knock. No.
All right, time to kick the door down. How tough does this door look?
That's your favorite.
Looks about as tough as the last one.
Oh, it looks about. All right, let's do it. Let's kick it.
Mhm.
Fireman's kick again. Let's go for
Okay.
it.
Uh,
I will use the crowbar on that.
okay, your first kick does nothing, so you're following up with the crowbar. You're able to jimmy it open, and you get a larder.
They lock a larder.
Larder.
This is where they keep the good cheese.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, Wolfram, the poem you see on the book says, "Beware the sea and its scarlet harbinger. Beware the sword and death that await. For guidance we beseech Almighty Stormlord. Consign our foes Tamarat's fate."
He said the name.
He said the thing.
Give me paste that for me when you can.
Glancing about the room, you do see a couple of scrolls also, just tucked away into the bookshelf. There we go. Whew.
Yeah, I'll collect the scrolls and is there any incense in here?
Let's see. It was a small chantry to Procan, but I would say that there's maybe like 20 gold worth of incense in here.
Okay, yeah, I'll collect that as well.
I'll go ahead and show you what these scrolls are, since I'm pretty sure you have them as a cleric, so you should be able to read them. One of which you're very familiar with, or at least you have. Whatever. Here they are.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 scrolls.
Oh, hell yeah.
Solwynn. You're in the ruins of this room. You see bed linens mixed in with other sorts of furniture pieces. This large table in front of you just completely smashed. You see some windows, but they're small, like almost like arrow slit sized, or at least enough for archers to shoot arrows through. Yeah, and you suspect one of the reasons behind the upstairs collapse are these wooden poles that looked hastily made and not made by a legit carpenter, supporting the what remains of the room, and now it's just a pathway on the second floor to a guard tower, or the guard tower that Giovanni was in.
Yeah. So, can I make like a general investigation check? Like, what was this room kind of used for?
This room was used for eating and dining also.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. I go back out and I go and try.
Yeah. There's nothing else in here.
All right. I'll go to this other door. Did Azadeh find survivors?
He's looking in the larder.
Looking in the larder, you do not find any survivors of any kind right here. You just see boxes full of food stuff. Some sausages are hanging from the ceiling. A bit of potatoes has been knocked to the side.
What type of sausages are those? Do they smell good?
I mean, they smell cured and smoky.
She might just grab one and start munching on it as she leaves the room. I'm gonna just gesture with the sausage to Giovanni and say, "Just a larder in there," and just gonna head back out to the other room and head where Olivia is.
So yeah, all right, in that case, I'll just head back here. I think there was like a door over here that wasn't open, right?
That's where we came from.
All right. I'll these guys.
This door down here, Olivia opened it, but everyone was doing a lot of stuff, so I didn't describe too much. Yeah, you see a little rowboat down there,
Yes.
and Olivia doesn't see it, but I guess if you peer through, you do see a shadowy shape in the bay down here.
Can I roll? Can I check survival for tracks from the boat or the like?
Sure. Yes, you can. So you do see some human tracks. You do see tracks similar to the kinds that you saw on the beach. However, you see different tracks that look different than the ones that were to the east side of the island. They're more monstrous looking, almost insect-like. And as you're like watching this, you can actually see from this shape in the water, this like shape in the water that you see, and as you're getting a good close look at it, you see that it's a shape made of bodies, a whole bunch of bodies held down by a weighted net into like a little ball, and out from it swim 4 horrible-looking insect-like guys.
Oh,
Crab battle!
Crab battle. Roll initiative.
Okay,
Do they see
everybody-
me?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait, sorry. God damn it. Fuck. I keep forgetting that you're fucking invisible.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Don't roll initiative, but they do notice that the boat's I'll just say that the boat's been like made some waves, so they're just coming to investigate it.
Okay.
So yeah. Wolfram, do you want to be out here, or are you just gonna?
I was out here just so I had vision of it for the stream.
Okay.
I'm actually still with someone.
Did you not have vision of it before?
No, I have to be out. My token has to be out there in order for me to see it.
Really?
On the stream, yeah.
Yeah. Because of line of sight.
Oh, I see what happened. It still has the dynamic lighting walls and stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay. That sucks. All right, hang on. Let me delete all that crap.
Yay! Oh, thank God.
whoa!
Let there be light. Okay.
I was unaware of that, guys. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. And that's why I was like, actually, if you watch the stream, I was like covering my token over different places except for Giovanni's, I didn't.
Yeah.
I was doing that too. I was like, what rooms have we been in?
All right, so yeah.
So yeah, they're just swimming around, just kind of like looking around and investigating for any.
Giovanni's gonna stay really still, and he's gonna just telepath everyone. Crab battle! Get out here! Crab! Not here.
Where?
Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know. I don't know what Metal Gear is.
Azadeh's going to like look at her armor and point to it and be like, maybe.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It
No,
was,
that's a larder, love.
so it was.
But since I'm invisiblest, I'm going to just take this time to Eldritch Maul my weapon, and I believe invisibility comes off when you cast a spell, right?
Yes.
Yes, not necessarily when you activate an item, but so like your Eldritch Maul will be fine, but yeah, casting Hunter's Mark would.
Right. So just using Eldritch Maul.
Alright, Wolfram is gonna wait till everybody gets up the door, stacks up with him on the door, and we'll open it up. Check it out.
Yeah. I'm just waiting until everyone's here, and then we're going to start to swing bada.
It was going by pretty fast, but I was actually quite curious why no one found a body in a barred room.
In the
I was in the
larder?
larder. I didn't see anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we checked it in there.
Did you investigate it?
I
Yep.
didn't do an investigation roll, but you did look in there at least.
Okay.
So that's a good. It was locked. It wasn't barred.
Okay.
It
Continue.
just been locked from the outside.
Okay, I guess we're gonna bust out of here. All right, I'm gonna wait till Giovanni drops invis, and then I'll haste him.
Okay.
If there's a door here, Azadeh will just walk out. And
Okay.
she's looking around for Giovanni, but doesn't see him.
And can I get a sneak attack on one of these guys?
Well, you'll definitely be getting advantage on that, but they're not going to be quote unquote surprised, but they will. Don't worry. You'll
I understand what you mean. Thank you.
Okay, now everybody's here. Now everybody roll initiative. Oh my god, I can't. It's on your token, and I can't believe I forgot about it twice.
It happens to the best of us.
Haha, you stumbled into my trap. Oh wait.
Dun dun dun. Suddenly they gain true sight. For some inexplicable reason.
God, I wish.
They're in order.
Oh, I could have done something. That's okay.
You still can. You're the DM.
After reading the monster block, you're like, son of a...
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, though, because Giovanni is still technically invisible, so it's still fine. They knew something was up, but they just didn't know where. And because he's been sneaky. Anyways, Giovanni, you actually, appropriately, you go first.
Hey. I'll target the guy in the back. Wait. This one.
Okay, yeah, they're all at the surface of the water, so.
Die, monster!
That'll keep her.
Okay, the 17 hits, the 15 does not.
Okay, so on that 15, let's see, I'm gonna give my key point, 15, alright, so spend a key to make it, 17. Does 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Alright, perfect. That way, for my bonus action, then I'll be able to, do the third hit.
Ooh, yeah. He's looking rough after just that.
All right. That, of course, my invisibility is dropped, and that ends my turn.
Okay. Solwynn. These guys are big, mean, clacking guys. I actually got a handout I can show you guys.
Yay!
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. I can do that.
You see it.
Ooh, nasty.
Whoa.
They're like little lobster men.
Giant shrimp?
I want to just
bet
batter him in the
delicious.
coconut. Fry
They
him
look
up.
tasty.
Whoops. Whoops. Ignore that.
I'm going to eat anyway, right?
Yes. Yeah, we'll find out eventually. Holy shit.
That's true. You got 2 turns. Something to look forward to.
So, advantage on the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm going to go to this one instead.
Okay. Just standing on the shore or swimming.
Either or.
It makes a difference.
Okay. Sure, let's say swimming.
Okay.
Woof.
Ooh, 13.
I want to spend an inspo for that.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey. Okay. Definitely hits.
Oh, I forgot to add my flourish crap.
All right. So an extra 12.
Yes. And my flourish is at a 21. My AC is at a 21. That's the first attack. Second attack. Oh, just 6. Then bonus action.
Okay.
And that should be my turn.
Oh God, someone's doing something with the with the ruler. Okay. Azadeh.
I just wanted to see how far away they were, so I could. Is this like a cliff face, by the way?
Yeah, it's a steep slope, but it's a slope.
I've got enough movement speed. I'll come around this way. I won't quite get into melee range. That should be like 10 feet. I'm gonna activate my Eldritch Maul because that's fun. And I will make an attack on this guy in front of me.
Okay.
Will let me. 13.
13. Fortunately, misses.
Okay, let's try again.
The
16.
snapping 16 just hits.
Okay.
So yeah, like your first attack just kind of goes wide as you're trying to really gauge the distance between you and this creature that's in the water, but then successfully gauging that with your second hit.
He's
How much
gonna
damage did you do?
He's gonna get a smite on his face. And I'm also gonna see if my damage reroll is gonna be higher.
Okay, just let me know what the total is afterwards, because I can't see your rolls yet.
Oh, you can't? Oh, okay. All right, so I've got on the 16 roll, I've got a 4 and a 13, and my divine smite was a 16. My damage reroll is only a 10.
You mind
So-
saying what the final number is?
So that would be, 33.
33. Wow. Awesome.
That's my turn.
Yep. Okay, perfect. It's their turn now. Awesome.
Oh no!
We'll start with this one right here against you, Solwynn. It's making 2 little pincer attacks.
Give him the clamps.
Both miss.
Okay. All right, cool. This one will get over here and attack you, Azadeh. Also with
Fair
its
enough.
pincers.
None of those a hit.
Cool. This guy, how much movement does he have? Now you're closer, Solwynn.
That's okay.
Little pincer. Pinch.
Miss.
Oh, even the 18?
Yeah, 21.
Oh.
Big
Okay.
flourish.
It's higher than mine right now, thanks to that defensive flourish.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's almost done for. He's not very smart or wise, so he thinks there's still strength in numbers. So he's gonna move on up here. Trying to go avoid the ones that are already kind of being attacked and go after Olivia.
Did that guy pass my my 10-foot radius of melee range?
Let me double check.
I've got 10 foot right now because of the Eldritch Maul reach.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you can make a reaction if you want.
You're right. Damn right I am.
Yeah, it would have just exited.
17.
It's actually 17. Okay, that hits. So
that's
it
a
tries to
20
skitter past going after Olivia, and you're able to just strike it as it's going over there.
for 23 damage.
23. Okay, you're able to slice its tentacly lobster head clean off.
Yeah. Oh, it's dead. Nice.
Yeah, it falls to the ground, lifeless.
That was the one Giovanni hit.
Well, good for a smite then.
I give Azadeh a thumbs up.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, okay then. That's their turns. So Wolfram, you're up.
Step out. Let's see here. Trying to remember how many. I think it's only a daily use, right? For Sunforger.
Sunscorcher?
Sunforger.
Sunforger? You're booming them?
It's a daily
Boom.
use, so I'll hold on to it for now.
Yeah, 2 of them were also in the water, so
Yeah.
they would have had resistance to the damage.
They're not close enough to each other either for a double hit. I will just Guiding Bolt one of the ones near Solwynn. We'll go with the one closest.
Okay.
And we'll do it at second level. Meow.
Oh, yeah.
Not,
Really bad damage.
Yeah.
That's okay. It still gives me advantage.
So now it's radiating with energy. I'll just do that for purposes. You have a bonus action if you have it, or any extra movement.
We got one of the end ones, and I'll verify the other two.
Yeah, I don't have any bonus action, so that will actually let me move up close to see draw attention, and that's my turn.
Okay. So you slide down the small little slope, just barely on the edge of the coast, I guess. Yeah, sure. Olivia.
Oh, these things are dying pretty quick. I don't think we need to haste anyone. I'm just going to viciously mock this guy down here. How did you eat with all them tentacle face? No!
It just looks at you and goes.
Gross.
He's been reading and listening to like self-help audiobooks.
Yes,
I wish I had cutting words.
Mm-hmm. Then I'll use my bonus action to give Giovanni a bardic inspiration.
Yay!
And that's my turn.
Inspired.
Is he close
Giovanni.
Should be.
Is
I can move
is
up.
bardic inspiration 60 feet or 30 feet?
Let's see.
I just looked at the bard rolls and I already forgot.
I mean, you can just move
60,
up.
60 feet. 60 feet. You don't have to move up.
I'm going to move up anyway.
Cool. All right.
There's more people in my way this way anyway.
Let me make an attack on this one.
Right.
If I need to, I'll do the second attack.
If you need to.
29.
Good. Still up.
All right. Second attack then. Zoom.
Whew. Nice. 19. Very good. Oh my god. Really? That's awesome. He is literally he's hanging on by one thread.
I'm gonna throw a key strike on that one. I'll also let me use my bonus action.
Okay.
4 damage.
The keys, yeah, that finishes this guy off. So like, yeah, you just like open him up, his carapace up just a little bit for you to energize your last blow with a little key blast. Awesome.
All right, now I'm gonna move up and use my bonus action on that one.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I might. Oh, you want the guiding bolt? So let me see if I can hit that one. Easy. Yeah, I can just stay here and do it. Oh no! All right, I'm going to use that inspo. What?
Yeah, it's a D10. D10, yeah, for me.
Need to roll a 5 or higher. Yeah.
Yes!
Hey,
Nice.
there we
Yeah,
go.
that hits.
Bam. And that'll be my turn.
All right, Solwynn, you're up again.
Alright, thank you for letting me get the advantage. Alright.
Crit fishing.
Alright.
22?
Still at 21. And that's my turn.
Okay. So yeah, you're after your flurry of attacks. This thing is looking rough, but not. I guess I should say it's survivable. You can come back from this, maybe. Azadeh, back to you.
Not for long. He's not going to survive for long. So I'm going to come down around the slope, get within 10 feet of him. So the guy with the yellow, does he still have an advantage on attacks against
He
him?
does not.
No.
Just checking.
It's a one and done.
First
Yep.
one, yeah.
Yeah, I just took the yellow off also.
Okay, just checking. So here comes a great sword attack. That's a 22. Yeah. The damage on that, in case you can't see, is 18 total, but I'm going to throw... Is 18 going to kill him, or should I throw a smite on there?
He is very close to death after 18.
I'll just go ahead and throw a smite on there. Let's finish him off. The smite is 10 damage.
If that finishes him off.
And now I'm going to make my second attack. Move up a little bit against this guy. Trying not to stand in the water, but I might be standing like foot in the water. So attacking the last guy. 29 for 20 total damage. And I'll let somebody else finish him off. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. This guy. This lobster man is actually literally sniffing you up, Solwynn. It sees the sword that you have, and it's gonna try to go after it. Actually.
Ooh.
So,
Maybe
Solwynn, I need you to make either an acrobatics or an athletics check, as this guy's gonna attempt to grab onto your sword.
Okay. Oh no.
Ooh.
I'm gonna spend an inspo. My last one.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Okay.
Hey.
Fuck you, this is my sword! This is my cursed sword!
Okay, it's... see that it's going to attempt to slither away then. Swim away.
Why can't
Is it trying to leave my sphere of melee attackery? Are we going to be able to make...
It's attempting to leave all of it. It's going for it. It already used its action, so it's...
Oh, it's in disengage? Okay.
Feed it.
No, it hasn't disengaged.
Ah.
It is just running.
Okay, we're going to do some opportunity attacks on this guy then.
Oh, did he disengage or not?
He did not.
Oh, so
He used his action to try and take Solwynn's
so
sword.
I should be able to get a hit on him since he was 15 feet away.
Mhm.
Yay!
Yeah, this guy's provoking a lot of opportunity attacks, just trying to leave.
I'm rolling... Oh, there we go. 18 for 18 attack roll and 18 damage.
Did you move up to him?
So I've got Eldritch Maul currently,
Choking
which
flag.
means
I'm just trying to figure out where your token is
Oh,
because we can't see your movement stuff because you're like a weird internet shenanigans.
really? Okay, so I moved up near Solwyn in order to make my attack on him. My last attack last turn.
Okay,
So
I'm
he
just
was
making sure,
within
so-
my range.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm predicting that you are right here. Then
I don't know where you're indicating.
You probably should like
Figure it out.
refresh the browser.
she's near Solwyn.
I actually don't
after-
see Azadeh at all. She is not in roll 20.
Oh.
Yeah, that
What?
would probably explain why you're not showing up in rolls.
Yeah, you're probably seeing something completely different, like a frozen screen.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to refresh
for everyone.
Yeah, just refresh.
I'll refresh.
But either way, yeah, this guy, his carapace is broken and busted, but he is still hanging on just by a little bit.
Damn! Yeah, we didn't hit him enough.
Shoot him, it's fine.
What's his turn? So, Wolfram, what would you like to do?
Alright, should we let Olivia get the kill? Even if I don't, I'm gonna just attempt to chill touch it.
Very good. Can't
That's good. That finishes the guy off.
Would I have killed
as
it?
the skeletal hand. Yes, actually.
Yeah!
Because I would have just hit. I'm gonna
nice.
go ahead and say that Wolfram, your skeletal hand from the chill touch was able to like grab onto like a loose bit of its carapace and hold it back just enough for Olivia to let loose an arrow
Nice.
right in between and get into its gooey undersides.
Oof.
Oh, thanks for the assist.
But
Anybody
that's
know?
it.
Does anybody know what the hell these are?
Gross.
Dead.
Aye. Dinner. I like the way you think, Captain.
Can we do a nature
Yeah,
arcana? What do we got
nature
here?
sounds-
Do an
These things are
arcana.
horrific. Oh
Arcana.
boy, they are. Oh!
Good at
Olivia, I'll give you
Oh.
guidance and assist.
I'll give her an info.
I would roll if it was nature, but I won't bother since it's Arcana.
Okay. Giovanni, you're actually also right next to the corpse pile right there. Okay, just a second.
Don't forget it. Yeah, the
Brutal.
D4. And I gave you assist, so give yourself a.
My God.
Okay. You know that they're tools. They're usually denizens of deeper waters. Best you can gather, they were drawn here by the scent of blood in the water from these corpses.
Yeah, it looks like they were just looking for a meal.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, you and Giovanni can make insight checks.
Insight checks?
Giovanni, you think that if this scent of blood and these corpses like draw these things here, there might be some other things on the island. Not necessarily undead creatures, but definitely some other things that might be here to sort of capitalize on this death and disease, or not disease, but
Yeah, I'm going to relay that in my brain, in the mind link. I believe these corpses as bait. This whole island is bait for these things to be pulled in here to attract them.
Oh, sorry. I think I might have misspoke. These things weren't necessarily. This wasn't necessarily because of that. Because you critted on that. I want to make sure that you get this absolutely right. These things, the tools were drawn here by the corpses, but that the corpses were just kind of like left here for pickup later. Like it just seems like they just like couldn't bring everybody back at the same time, so they're coming back later. That's yeah.
Okay.
They just dropped them off.
So they dropped off these corpses here? That's still very weird.
Yeah, they're gonna pick them up later.
The blue rot didn't have enough hands to move them back to wherever they were taking them, so they left them here to come back for them later.
And then basically, tools came in and scavenged the bodies.
Okay. So is this corpse pile here, do they have the blue rut?
You definitely see some boils on their faces.
Ah, okay. Like, how big is this pile?
Let's see. There's about a there's actually all just from where you can see like the gathering, like okay, there's 2 sets of every arms, like there's only a certain amount because you can't see all the heads right now, but you can estimate that there's 8 humanoids in here.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, about 8 corpses infected with blue rot over there. Not sure if they were feeding on them or not.
Right, destroy them either way.
We should
Yeah,
destroy
if you
them.
can.
Actually, we might want to use them as a trail to find where they're taking them.
Should we wait out here, see where, and wait for whoever's taking them and follow them?
Could always just plant something on them and then locate object later.
I was just thinking that I can go slip something on one of them.
I'm also going to investigate this the boat.
Right. Okay. So, small little bit of retcon. There's actually 13 corpses in their little thing. I misread my notes. The boat can hold up to 8 people, but the bottom has been smashed by rocks.
Interesting. Is there anything in there?
Just rocks.
Does it look like it was deliberately smashed?
Yes.
Odd. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna relay that to everyone too. Like they deliberately broke this.
They didn't want any
And
survivors
it seemed to prevent travel, but
preventing survivors from leaving. I'm going to take a ball bearing. I'm going to take 13 ball bearings and put one in each of their pockets if I can find one with my mage hand.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're able to do that. I'll go ahead and say you take maybe 5 minutes to do so.
Okay. I'm going to swim back towards the group. Why don't, do we want to try and finish checking out the rest of this island, or are we just going to assume they're all dead?
Well, something had to have rung that bell.
Yeah, let's go find out what's at least caused that before we get out of here.
Okay.
yes, there's still a bit we need to explore as well.
Probably.
Was there anything more upstairs, Geo, or was it?
He says he just basically it was just he just saw one balcony. He didn't see any rooms or anything.
Okay, so it just connected into this room and nothing else.
Basically,
Nope. Did somebody cut out, or did I cut out?
Did Sean cut?
Sean cut out.
Yeah, because I have to push to talk. So it's just basically a trail is going around these parts.
Yeah, and it just leads to where you came from. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was looking over this room.
Gotcha.
Did not see that. Yeah, I'll get you that.
You guys can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Howdy.
Okay.
What all did you miss? What was the thing you heard?
We just finished up combat in Chul with the Chul, and there was a guy that was running away,
We killed him.
and I don't know if we finished him off, but I think we finished him off.
Yeah, so we finished him off. We found a pile of 13 bodies. I put a ball bearing in each one so we can find it later. We're going to go find who rung the tower before we try and follow these dead bodies back. So the Blue Rot left some of these bodies because he couldn't carry them all, so we're going to come back for them later. Any questions?
Okay. So patrol, walking through this. Oops, I didn't mean to draw that little dot. Don't know why I did. That's okay. So walking through this hallway. So when you're able to notice that the bricking here, I say this because you have a very high passive. The bricking here looks recent and new.
Interesting.
I'm going to investigate it, touch it, and everything like that. I can see it looks like a full fall now.
But yeah, so you get up close and you feel around and you're able to see a small sliver. You get a very foul stench coming from this room, like waste scent, stench.
Like bathroom stench.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I found the bathroom. I think that's where this goes.
Well, let's open it up.
Oop, that's not the right button. Giovanni, you open up what looks to be a central main hallway, main entryway.
Is this blocked?
The door ahead of you is barricaded. Blocks of pieces of wood and furniture are stacked up against it.
I'm just really curious on why did they do this? It's barricaded to keep something out, not keep things in. So very interesting. Can I see anything here?
Peering through the arrow slits, you're able to see from there more of just a general waste refuse area.
Ew.
Gross.
Nasty. Can I point out the ladder?
1 second, sorry. Okay. I had so many things covering the screen. I couldn't see what you were pointing to. Yeah. So there is a ladder in there. Yeah, leading up to a trapdoor above.
Okay. Yeah, Giovanni's going like, there's a room full of doo-doo here, but I do see a ladder heading upstairs.
Doo-doo.
Gross.
Oh, there's slits on this side, so let me check it.
More doo-doo.
Just past a bunch of cobwebs covering up all of these arrow slits, you see another room with another ladder leading up to a trapdoor in the ceiling.
Yeah, at least this one doesn't have doo-doo in it. Should probably try to take that one.
I think they were using that.
Get in there, though. What'd you say, Sam?
You think they were using that stuff for fertilizer? Only because I can see out there.
Makes sense. They have a garden outside. It's possible.
All right, I swap computers.
Hooray!
Right.
Can I like look for a way to see if like how to get into this room?
You can actually you can see with like your high passive. There's like nothing of no. You can't see like an easy way to get in here aside from the trapdoor above. With the way that the ladder is bolted to the wall, you think that that's like the only way or intended way to get into this room. It doesn't even seem to have like a wall that was bricked up like the one that Solwynn sees over here.
Ah, gotcha. And this is like hard brick wall, right? Okay.
Wolfram and Olivia, you get in. You open this door, and you are greeted by
friends.
Oh.
You're greeted by dampness and like a mildewy smell in this room. There's like puddles of water and moisture dribbling down the wall to the west and south. What might have been like the remains of barrels you see are like kind of just still like decaying into just rot.
Huh. Is there like any exits here, or like is there any like?
There is none, but you can see high above you, like a wooden ceiling, as if, but like with support structures, as if there's a floor above you, but high above you.
How high up is it?
High as a bell tower, probably.
Let me see. Just want to make sure I get this right. About 10 to 15 feet high, maybe higher.
So,
not super high, but still high.
We haven't found any stairs up to that bell tower, right?
Yeah, there's no visible stairs or way up from where you guys are.
Okay. What does it look like this room was for?
Judging by the old rotted barrels and stuff, might have been like an old storeroom, but like an old storeroom.
All right. That's it then. Azadeh's gonna. Is there any doors in this hallway that I can't see?
No. You guys have checked all the doors down here.
Okay.
It almost sounds like you're like, are there any hidden doors, secret doors?
That's true. I just meant the doors on this map are a little bit hard to differentiate from the walls for me.
That's true. I'm gonna do a better job of at least describing where the doors are that you can see.
Okay. From outside where the kitchen was and where we fought the jewel, how can I see the bell tower from there?
Just past the you can just see like the very top of it from that position. It's a little bit hard, but you can see like the top of it.
Okay. If I go down to the beach, would I be able to see it better?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. How far to the top of the bell tower? would you say it is from the beach?
Oh, let me see. That's 1 second.
I should say the top floor of the bell tower. I don't want to climb on the roof like Ezio.
Okay. To the top floor, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
From your position, it's about 50 feet.
Yes! Sweet! Alright, guys. I'm gonna pop up there.
Okay.
Take somebody with you.
I don't know if I can. Let me just check the rules on that one. Because it's Misty
It's a
Step.
dimension door, right?
Misty step? That's like 30 feet.
It's 50, isn't it?
No.
Is 15.
Nothing is 50 feet in movement distance. It's 30.
It's always, pretty much 30 foot
In 30
increments,
yeah.
Goes by 30, yeah.
You're right. I thought it was 50. Oh. Okay.
Nope. Far step is 60.
There might be a way.
Yeah.
There might be a way outside. I would say just hold that, and we'll just check if there's a entrance. Or...
Giovanni also did not check the entire second floor, so.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I thought I did.
Yeah, that's actually
No,
what I had asked him.
I had to hide a whole lot of stuff.
That's probably why, like, some of the darkness was covering it. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, so you didn't even see all the map. Okay.
No,
Good. I thought I had.
I literally only saw
Okay.
the corridor.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Again,
And that's how I
weird
was like,
dynamic
oh, well,
lighting
that's
situation.
so let me come downstairs.
And let's
In
head
that
up,
case,
head
I'm
upstairs.
Head upstairs then.
Yeah, let's go upstairs.
Okay. Solwynn, what are you doing?
I'll try and move this crap and I'll go out this way.
Okay. You're able to do that. Taking down the barricades and everything.
Okay, because I'm just going to go walk this wall.
Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and reveal all of this too. I don't need to be this zoomed out. Yeah, you see a very nice tended garden. Yeah, just underneath this wall is a pathway leading out. You can, with your passive, you hear something above you in the like as you're like patrolling around. You hear that something is ruffling, something rummaging in the bell tower. Not quite enough to like to make like a huge loud noise, but definitely it's like there's like some idle sounds of something.
Does it stop here? Can I go up from here?
No, the pathway that you're on goes flush against the tower, the wall of the bell tower.
I'm gonna try and see if I can't look for a path up there, if I have, or if it's like I feel like it's inside to find it, like on the second floor.
You don't. Sorry, did you not? Was I not clear about that? Sorry. No, the wall that you're patrolling goes flush against with the bell tower like wall. There is no way up through there.
Okay, then I'll head back to the others.
Okay. You do see also some vines on this tree right here with very large purple fruits and very similar to a kind that Anders had in his greenhouse.
That stuff was alive, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll relay that to the party. I'm like, I don't see anything out here, except for some vines for the same thing that what's his name had, and then I was just making my way back.
Make our way. All right, cool.
Making my way back.
You and everyone.
Notice how like exquisitely defensible this monastery is, and yet they got slaughtered.
Maybe they were on level 1.
Yeah.
Well, I would say the back door here, these are kind of not really defended at all. So if they, like the front is very defended north, but the south does not seem very defended at all.
Yeah.
We're upstairs now?
See
Okay.
the door there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Got
you're
any
upstairs.
fighting
You guys
background?
see. Yeah, you guys. This is where Giovanni had come from earlier.
Yeah, it's still on dynamic.
Yeah.
I'm going to murder dynamic lighting.
Yeah, I've just pretty much stopped using it for now.
Yeah, I completely stopped using it, and it also makes things load really slow.
There you go. How's that?
Perfect.
Yeah.
So door
Okay.
here and door here.
There's a door. Yeah. There's a door along the balcony to the north, and there's there's a door right here too.
All right, we're going to this door to the west.
There's a short hallway with a door to the north. And Giovanni's just going in.
Zoom.
All right.
I agree.
Olivia, the. Okay. Whoops. I'm on the wrong page. There we go.
I'm not even going to bother with the stealthing stuff anymore because I feel like there's just maybe a survivor here, so just trying to find them.
Yeah.
Olivia, you see looks like a battlement. Yeah. You see what looks like was once a former battlement. Large arrow slits in the northern wall. And yeah, you see 2 trapdoors leading down to the bottom.
Gotcha. I think I know where we are then. Oh no, the doo-doo room. The doo-doo's on this side, yeah.
Right here you see a fireplace that has a kettle, fairly large kettle. This whole thing seems similar to the kind that you would see people heating up oil to dump on invaders or the like.
Oh, okay. Does it look like it was used recently?
No. In fact, it looks like it hasn't been used in about a decade.
Oof. Okay.
Maybe more.
I'm going to kick the pot.
Can we?
It clangs.
All right. Well, nothing here.
Well, I'm just going to stick my face down this hatchet since it looked empty.
And it is empty. It is just a cobwebbed room.
Okay.
What's in this room that? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Wolfram, the room that you're in looks nice. There is the detached head of a mace is on the floor. Looks like it might have been a used as a doorstop. It's modestly furnished, and there's an oddly shaped basin resting here on a table with a small piece of with a mirror above it.
Huh. Okay. Give it an investigation. Give it a look-see. What does this say?
So the basin looks weird because it looks like a helmet. And in fact, the design looks very similar to the kind that Solwynn wears.
Huh.
And to your south is a chest also.
Solwynn, I found a chest in this room down here. And a helmet.
Oh, it's the helmet of underwater action. Oh.
This one has dolphins painted on it. Or decorated on it.
You know, we could try and give that one to Azadeh if she doesn't mind giving up an attunement slot, because then she can see in the dark.
We'll have a attunement slot open.
Hey! Now we're all can see in the dark.
Or render your cloak redundant, though. So you can that spot up
Does
for
the helmet
something
of
else.
underwater action give you 60 feet of movement speed?
No.
I think it's only 30.
Like that.
But you get dark.
Use both, man.
I mean, yeah, may as well. Because then you just get dark vision and better swim speed.
Yeah.
Well, more importantly, she can breathe underwater. Oh wait, does Manta Ray do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hood.
Hood up.
Jeez, that thing's good.
very good.
I'll check the chest for traps.
Guidance.
And I'll add one of my knacks to it.
Your necks. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, do you only have a limited amount of those necks?
I do. It's my psionic energy die.
Go ahead and keep that, because the 15 is fine. The chest is neither trapped nor locked. It is full of like some. You open it and you see some nice looking things in there. There's a very nicely decorated icon of Prokan. Not a holy symbol, but it is definitely, at least in the shape of Prokan. Prokan's God, what's the word? Iconography. A wave like crashing onto crashing into in the sea, and it is decorated with insets of diamonds. 14 diamonds, each worth about 100 gold.
I'm gonna pull out my wand of magic detect. Also, I'll just like kind of like do like a little ritual area. So I'm gonna put down the flower necklace that Olivia gave me. Are you gonna tell her about those ivory teeth, Olivia?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I didn't take them with me. They're in the tub still.
Put those down. Put the new things we found in front of me, and I'm gonna put the wand of magic detect and just like kind of do a wave over everything.
Okay. So the teeth that you make Olivia go downstairs and get out of the tub to bring back up here so you can do a little thing are not magical. They're worth a pretty penny, but they're not magical. The plant necklace is. Do you have to? Are you casting identify also, or are you just doing detect magic?
I'll do identify first level.
Okay. The plant necklace is a charm of plant command.
Ooh. I don't think that needs attunement.
It does not.
I'll pass it back to Olivia and be like, "Here, dear, you can talk to plants now."
Ooh.
Oh wait, it does. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? No, I'm just going to say that it doesn't. I'm changing this one.
Oh my god.
This one doesn't require attunement. But you do detect magic from a. You detect magic from another thing in the chest. It is a feather connected to like almost like connected by a keychain almost to a anchor.
Oh, I'll do identify on this again. On this one.
Okay, it's a Qualls feather token of the anchor.
I don't know what that is.
I think I have a handout for it. It essentially just
Yo, that's
freezes a
amazing.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's really good.
It is a single-use effect, so it can only be used once, but it is yeah, it's pretty cool. Giovanni and Azadeh, you guys open up this room, and it appeared to be, this looks like a scriptorium of a kind, where like the monks use their time to write down scriptures or copy books and stuff.
As Azadeh sees that there's no real doorways in there, she's going to check this door at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, I'm gonna scan this room, look for any items, anything like that. You want me to roll perception or investigation?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So, Giovanni, you're able to see most of the manuscripts are fairly not worth it interesting. Maybe to some scholars they might be of intrigue, but they're not worth a whole lot of they're not worth more than the paper they're printed on. You do, however, spot what looks to be like old blueprints of the Hermitage and how it used to be a fort. And you think you spy like on those blueprints like a small cellar that you guys have not seen before, somewhere down below the Hermitage.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna relay that through via telepathy, of course. Let everyone know, like, hey, this used to be a fort, but there seems to be, there seems to be a cellar below. Can I, like, looking at the blueprints, can I kind of tell like where it might be? Like, is it like northwest?
It looks to be somewhere below either below the larder or the kitchen.
Okay. All right. So we need an investigation de larder. Oh.
You also, with that perception check, you also hear the sound of shifting and I shouldn't say you hear it. You see it because they're very brightly colored. You see very large snakes just kind of coiled up here in the northern part of the room. They don't look hostile, but they are coiled up here.
Oh, okay. Giovanni just says hi to them and leaves.
What's up? Bye. Azadeh, you do come down this hallway to a door.
Locked?
It is unlocked.
She's gonna open it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I should knock first. I'm gonna knock first.
Okay. After a few moments of knocking, there's no response.
All right, yeah, she's gonna open it.
Okay.
Hey, is that the bell tower?
You see stairs leading upwards. So.
Great. Yep, I'm gonna head up.
I think we're all gonna follow her.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, she'll say, I found the entrance to the bell tower. I'm going to go look for survivors, see who rung the bell.
Mm-hmm. There's also you guys, it's not on this map, but there is a small accumulation of junk in this room. As if it used to be, or once used to be, an armory. There's nails, there's like a case of like crossbow bolts, there's rope, there's a harp with only one string. Very sad.
Oh, how pointlessly tragic.
But 1 second. Oh, wrong layer. 1 second as I move you guys on over, or just need to make sure your tokens are in there. Hooah!
Okay. So what's up here? Aside from dynamic lighting.
Oh, god damn it. Sorry. it's like when I make my own maps, it doesn't exist, but when I use the maps that came with the module, it's just like, oh god,
Yep.
oh god. Sometimes you don't notice it because the dynamic lighting's outside of the walls but this time, I don't know, for some reason you do.
So is there a bell in here?
Here's a ladder.
There is not. Yeah, there is a ladder going upwards,
Oh.
but this looks like a study. There's a whole bunch of accumulated junk in the corner, right here. On the table is a large portion of or large amount of a collection of tomes and notes.
Solwynn's gonna snoop.
I'll give her advantage.
Yes.
And guidance.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna do my smelly thing again. I'm gonna try and sense some undead, possibly.
I'm
Don't.
feeling 22.
All right.
Within 6
So the collection on the table is of just like there's some maps of some like surrounding shipwrecks that were in the area nearby, and it seems like there's like a circle around some of them and an X on some of the ones with a circle around them, gauging that they've like either been like checked or that there's like nothing in them, or that like this, you can gauge that the person, whoever was writing in this note, was a fan of diving into wrecked ships, or at least checking them out. You notice that along this wall, past a whole bunch of this junk, Solwynn, there is a piece of mortar that looks out of place, that looks loose, with a compartment sealing it. Or like there's like a compartment in the wall. Ugh, I don't know why I can't.
Lining it out with my mage hand.
You are?
Yeah.
It was a little hard with your mage hand, suggesting that there's a bit of weight to whatever was in there.
Okay.
In this compartment. But
if it felt like it had a problem with the weight, then I just would have walked over and just like started doing it myself.
Okay. But inside, yeah, you see a God. There's a lot in here. In this compartment, there's like a lot of items, of at least of noteworthiness. There's a very nice looking ring. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's just like a very fancy looking ring. There's two bottles right next to each other, almost like as if they were put together as a set. In one of them, the contents of the bottle, like the whatever is inside of it, seems to just be like super fluid. In the other, super viscous, of like super viscous white substance.
I was going to ask, have I seen these before?
You have not, but you have seen the next ones, which are 3 potions of water breathing. Yeah, those ones are easily like noticeable. The next ones you see is a rod. It's just a rod with a button on its side. There's one small, like looks like a little box that, opening it up, it looks like there's something folded up inside of it. And what's that?
I'll wait until you're done.
Yeah, and a bag of holding containing, and you're like, it's a bag of holding, but you think that there's some stuff inside of it.
Oh, I'll turn the bag of holding inside out.
Okay. You guys all see as Solwynn just dumps out this bag of holding, and 5 fishing nets, 500 feet of hempen rope, and a small baton with what looks like just emitting a flame on top of it fall out.
Ooh.
As well as a metal container falls out onto the floor.
Oh my god, there's so much stuff here.
That's a lot of shit.
I accidentally closed out my Roll20. So,
okay.
But I know what I can do. I'm going to start doing my little ritual thing with my wand of magic detection. and setting aside what's actually magical and like making a list of things I have to go through.
Okay. While this is happening, Olivia, you see that in like next to like all the like all the stuff that she's like doing, there's also a journal that was inside of the compartment.
I'll pick that up.
Yeah, I also wanted to ask Olivia if any of those shipwrecks looked familiar to her.
Can I check out the shipwrecks?
Sure.
Maybe also Wolfram, since it was his old ship too.
Yeah, recruitment. Let all the sailors take a look.
Just a history roll?
I have amnesia, but hey.
Don't
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and do another a history also, Giovanni. Okay. So nothing really is clicking in your head. You think that maybe like there's one place where was the site of a battle that you might have been in, but again, you can't be completely sure.
I've seen many battles.
But Olivia, you were able to recognize one as the marshal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like an old wreck that the location of which they weren't certain where it actually sank. This guy this is the one that has a circle on it, so it looks like he might not have checked this location. Yeah. And Wolfram, about 2 miles south of where you see Firewatch Island, there is a big X. They circle in an X, and there's like an exclamation point right next to it also. You think, well, I shouldn't say you think. You have a very strong hunch that that's where the Tamarant fell.
Wolfram points to it. This is where we need to go.
Good enough for me.
I don't know if I have do we have an ocean map on us?
I thought we had a map.
Yeah, I imagine that's what we've been using. So Giovanni's gonna prompt Solwynn to mark that X. We can check it out sometime.
Yeah, I'll point out the Marshall too, where it hasn't been explored yet, so we could probably go scuff it.
Mm-hmm. I'll pull out my calligraphy tools and do my nice penmanship.
Nice.
All right. Oh, whatever. I'll put that down later. But yeah. So the I'll put down what you found a little bit later, Solwynn. But I want to I want to go for the journal that Olivia has right now. Olivia, this journal was held by a mage called Arceus.
Okay.
There, for spelling purposes.
Yep.
And he indeed loved to venture out and find shipwrecks and collect things from them. He wasn't raiding them, it seems, but just he liked looking through them, collecting little trinkets here and there, and then that's it. And his journal is full of that. Signifying that this place used to be an old fortress back in the day before it was changed over into a hermitage for monks. No, not that Arceus. No. But the first few pages are mostly moldy and illegible, but the last few pages are definitely intact, and you just do a cursory scan of the page, and you see Tamarat mentioned.
Well,
and would you like to read the rest?
Yeah, specifically about the Tamarat. Let's go.
All right, cool. I'm going to use my old man voice.
Why?
That's what I think this man sounded like. Our worst fears are confirmed. Virgil has brought word of disaster. A war galley, fully loaded with pirates, approaches from the southwest. It flies the flag of the raiders and bears the name of the cursed ship Tamarat. We must prepare what feeble defense we can muster. Woe to the folk of the coast at the approach of this bloody tide. Yeah, Virgil. Miracle of miracles. The Storm Lord has answered the prayer. This is like the next day. The Storm Lord has answered the prayers of our illustrious captain. A furious storm blew in from the open sea and swept the war galley to its doom. But I believe the vessel went down near the Pit of Hatred, an ill-starred undersea chasm 2 miles south of Firewatch Island. I don't know why I keep saying Fairwind. Why am I writing this right now? Stream of thought content. Anyway, this guy's weird. Well, for the rift is said.
Why did I buy this dictation quill?
And the castle. This is not well. For the rift is said to be a passage to the source of interminable evil that was long ago sealed away. If the wreckage should rupture the wards, terrible darkness might be unleashed. I must mount an expedition to the sunken hulk and make sure all is well. And the next passage. A fell wind blows this evening. I fear the wards on the rift have been broken. I must set out first thing in the morning to inspect the wreckage. It seems this passage was old. This does not line up. This seems to line up more with the timeline of when the Tamarat fell.
Right,
so
the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So yeah, I'll let everyone know. Actually, I feel like Olivia would have basically done an old man voice, and like done a little performance out of it.
Well, just to be sure, my divine sense didn't smell anything else, right?
It did not.
And
because it can. I just want to be clear. It only detects celestials, fiends, and undead.
That's correct.
Okay, just making sure.
She's gonna head up that ladder while you guys are checking out the books and the desk and stuff.
Okay. I'll go ahead. Oh, okay. Azadeh, you reach the top of the ladder, peering open a trap door above, and you are immediately greeted with the sounds of something like tearing through flesh.
Oh, uh-oh.
I'm not putting you all the way up, but this is what you're hearing and what you're seeing. Oops, no, wrong button. There we go. You see a large, like 12, like or at least like 15-foot bird is tearing into a fresh corpse. It has not noticed you. Too busy eating.
Okay, Azadeh is going to psychically whisper down, and she's going to say, I found out what happened to the survivor. Be careful, be quiet. There's a massive scavenger up here.
Nice.
Giovanni, let's go position then.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone, let's go. Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess, but this guy, does it look like what possibly attacked the rest of the place, or does it look like it just kind of came and was opportunistic?
So I'm thinking the same thing with the Chol. These dead bodies are just attracting all sorts of scavengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like chewing it off like a seagull.
But I want to see what Azadeh's seeing.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. I'll show you what Azadeh's seeing. Hang on, I got a handout.
Oh,
But it's on the map, man.
Big bird.
Yeah!
Hey.
Yes!
I want to fight it.
I love Parrington so much.
All right, go ahead and place. I mean, like, Okay, so how are you guys? Oh God, Wolfram.
Yeah.
Clinging to the
All
outside.
right.
Wolfram's no clipping.
Ah.
So
Uh,
Azadeh's gonna have to go up the ladder first, because otherwise
Yeah.
you guys aren't gonna be able to get up there.
Mhm.
So I guess when she's gonna go up there and she's probably gonna spook it.
okay.
Shoving her out of the way, like, let us up there.
But she'll summon her sword. She's ready to go.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and let you guys get up here before this, because as this thing like gets ready to fight, you guys like are up here now. You notice that there's this whole area just like kind of rinks like almost like a nest, or like at the very beginnings of a nest. There's like bits of straw and twigs and things like from all bits of debris like this creature was about to make this its nest before it decided to have a snack.
Can I roll nature or something to try and identify this? I mean, I would like it if Giovanni knew what Periton is, but up to you.
Go ahead and roll nature.
Oh, inspiration!
Better.
Okay, so yeah, you know that this is a Periton. Let's see.
The big one.
Yeah, so you know this isn't only just a Periton. This is from your time in Saltmarsh. You've heard stories of a monstrous Periton called Rasp. Rasp has been a terror on the seas for and the coasts of around the Azure Sea for quite some time.
Most importantly, am I aware of its intelligence?
Yeah. You also know that this thing does not play nice with others.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. I'm just thinking of like if Giovanni is gonna try to like just back out or something, because I don't think he wants to really mess with this guy.
Giovanni backing out.
Also, like, so like, am I aware that like, because I know that Peritons can understand some languages. Does that 19 grab that too?
Yeah, it understands like common speak, common.
Yeah,
common Elvish.
That's smart. That's smart. So yeah, Giovanni is kind of wondering if we should just kind of just back out, just leave these guys alone. Just leave this guy alone. Rasp.
Let him have his snack.
Yeah, but I don't know. Would we get anything out of killing Rasp? Would we get anything out of that?
XP.
Just check
Maybe
the
he's got it out.
check the body eating.
I kind of want to be his friend.
Yeah, talking to him, but we should
I
check the body.
Well, I will tell you right now. You guys all came up here. You guys, Azadeh also like came out first. So this thing, first of all, is in the middle of eating, and so like you guys are disturbing its meal, so it is aggressive. And the second, it is also trying to make this its home, so it is doubly aggressive. This thing is going to. I know what you're trying to do, but unfortunately, this fight might be inevitable.
Can I
Unless
roll?
You want to run?
Can I roll something to try and be friendly?
No. I'm just gonna say no. This thing is already aggressive and hostile.
You're no fun. All right, let's fight it.
Don't be
What?
like that.
What?
Just need to get find greater steed, maybe paladin or something.
Giovanni devotes his entire life just for paladin now. All right, everyone, roll initiative, please. Oh, whoops! Did not mean to be.
Can they see my roll? My initiative?
I can. So it'll be on there. Don't worry.
Okay.
Man, that's the higher of 2 rolls. Ouch.
I'm gonna have to reveal more of this map thing just for funsies.
Very tight quarters. We're like high up, right? So we can't really go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Fly probably.
How tall is this bell tower?
From where you are right now, that's not the right handout. Not handout, but yeah. Up here in the belfry. Let me see. Let me think. You guys are about 50 feet up.
Oh, like I meant the tower we're in. Like how high is the ceiling?
Oh, the ceiling itself. The ceiling itself is the ceiling itself is about 20 feet above you.
Oh, just 20? Huh.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess. Well, you won't be able to at least dive bomb us or something. So that's cool.
All right. So, Giovanni, you're up first.
Okay. Let's see. Bonus action for the mall because why wouldn't I?
Isn't the mall like once a day?
We altered it to be what was it?
Yeah,
Proficiency bonus?
usually
They spent more. They
We
spent
were
more
allowed to
money
get rare.
to make it better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thankfully we got that. All right. And let's see. I want to see if can I. So there's a bell here, right? Can I like whack the bell and make it ding dong on the peryton?
If you want to, yeah.
I don't know if that would cause it to run away or something. So, but that's all right. I'll just hit it. Sorry, waiting on the roll. There we go. Ooh. On that last one, I'm going to buff it with my key strike.
You don't have to if you don't want to. Those all hit.
Ooh. In that case, I'll just use a key strike anyway. Just one key for the extra damage. 2.
Okay.
And that'll allow me to use. Oh wait, no. Never mind. Ignore that. No, take that back. No 2 damage.
Okay.
I already used my bonus action this turn, so that would make sense. All right, never mind. That's
Gotcha.
it. I don't know. This is a really tight space, so I don't think we can really move around anywhere. So I'm done.
Okay. So the turnover I think changed just a little bit. Solwynn, you're actually next.
Oh, sweet. I'll do my usual stab. Oh, okay.
17 hits.
Oh, let me do my sneak and blade stuff. Ooh, so my flourish is only at a 19. And then bonus action. Every time! Every time!
Get that! That's so crazy!
Oh my god.
Massive 8 damage. Awesome.
Yeah. It always
Hey.
happens at least once per session.
Big crit.
I swear it happened twice on like one battle. Like we were on like a ship battle, I think, but
Yep.
whatever.
Alright, I'm gonna scooch over there, and that's my turn.
All right. At the end of its turn, it's going to use one of its legendary actions to strike at you, Solwynn.
Okay. That hits. 14? Okay.
So it just screeches and just like hits you with its talons.
Alright. Legendary action! Yay!
But I think that's your turn. Yeah. Olivia.
All right, should I make someone go fast? Should I slow this thing down?
Geo!
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna give haste to Giovanni.
Yeah, his idle animation speeds up.
It's glowing red and steaming. And I'm going to use my bonus action to give Bardic to Wolfram because he's next.
Yeah.
And I am not moving because I want to stay in Azadeh's aura. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Turn.
So you don't like the tight spaces, but hey, look at all these people I'm affecting.
Olivia, that's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. At the end of its turn, it's going to make another using the legendary action, this time attacking Azadeh, actually, because you were the first one out also. It attacks you, Solwynn, because you moved. But it's attacking Azadeh right now, because she was
can take it. It hasn't shown up. 14 misses.
Yep. So yes, you can. All right. Wolfram.
All right. Let's see here. Just checking what kind of saving throw this thing needs to make. All right. Let's see if I can't tone down. I'm gonna try to debuff it here. Let's see which one would be better. Seems like it's doing a lot of damage, so I just want to... How about... Blindness Deafness.
Oh, nice.
Hey, that's really good. Blind him.
It was that or Raven Feeblement.
No, I think blindness is going to be good.
Yes!
Yeah!
Blind, obviously, yeah.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Legend.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do that.
What a good spell.
It's going to hold on to that, actually, just a little bit.
Oh, I was about to say legendary reaction.
Oh no.
There's no legendary reactions, although that would be kind of
That'd be
cool.
so much fun.
Is there a little thing for blind?
Basically mythic actions.
Actually, no, I'll just stay here. Yeah, that's my turn.
That's fine. I'll do that for blind. Okay. The end of its turn. Oh, end of your turn. Actually, no. It's its turn now, so it's not going to do anything. Even though I guess technically it can. I don't know. That feels weird. Taking 4 actions in a row.
Do it.
That's the way it's designed.
Right? Do it.
It's the end of another creature's turn. So it was the end of my turn. It should still get it. Because it's going to get it refreshed.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. All right, cool. I'll just do that then. So at disadvantage, it's going to attack. Oops. That's not... No, don't initiative again. Okay, God, it was the same initiative. So, yeah, it's going to make another talent attack against you, Azadeh, but this time at disadvantage.
Okay. Laughable.
Dang. Okay.
It's okay. Everyone has Death Ward. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried. I'm gonna just...
Everyone has this
like
word?
the 20 would have met my AC.
No, just 2 people.
No. Enough people do.
All right, so up here in the belfry, in this, like the ceiling goes up to 20 feet, but otherwise it is open to the elements, and you guys can actually see like your ship is kind of doing a little patrol around. But Rasp is going to think it's going to go flailing about. So I'm going to make an attack against one against
me. Hit me.
Yeah, one against what? Yeah, it's going to try to bite Giovanni, and it's going to again do another talent attack against Azadeh.
Aw,
I feel so special.
right? Like I'm like, come after me.
Yes, I'm shiny.
It's blind though.
It's blind, but
Nope.
it's just trying to attack whatever was in front of it.
Yeah, he's blinded by my shiny mithril armor.
But after that,
Shiny metal armor.
it gets out its large wings, and with 2 quick bursts, it flies out away from the belfry. It does it with speed that you guys actually can't even make it react to its attack.
Very cool.
But it just kind of sits out there and just kind of flaps its wings as it's trying to like shake its head. So Constitution saving throw for blind. Yep. All right, cool. This is at normal, so not at disadvantage. All right, that's annoying. So it's going to use one of its legendary resistance to end it finally.
There it is. Dang.
Yeah. I wanted at least like one little bit. It was just it. I thought that it could shake it off, but it did not. Wanted to kind of save those. Okay, that's the end of its turn now. Azadeh.
Okay. Do we want this guy closer to us, or do we want to use ranged attacks?
Oh no, absolutely closer to us. Pull that thing in.
Here comes an Eldritch Blast to bring him closer by 10 feet. So that one damage, but still, I'm gonna move forward, and then I'm gonna use my grasp to get him 10 feet closer, and then I'll go ahead and roll the other one. That's really dinky damage. Wow. But to capitalize on my bonus action, I will cast a spiritual weapon. So he'll get attacked by whipping chains in the air.
These kind of manifest in the air, floating around it.
Yeah. So that is my turn.
I keep using this anchor. I'm sorry.
It's really cool.
Whatever.
I'll get you some chains next time.
Ooh.
All right. At the end of its turn, it's going to use 2 of its legendary actions.
He's mad at me. I think he's going to hit me this time. I'm betting he's going to hit me this time.
No.
Do it.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Giovanni, Azadeh, and Solwynn, roll a d20.
D20? Yeah. Okay.
Is this going to be +3, or is it just flat d20?
Just a straight roll.
Woo! I don't like that. It's too low. I'm gonna use inspo.
You're gonna use inspo on this?
No, don't use inspo on this. It's just who it's gonna attack.
Okay.
Solwynn, you got the closest.
Yes.
It's going to attack you.
Okay. AC 19.
So it's moving in. Yeah, it moves in. Oop, nope, not that close. Oh, wait, actually, yes, that close. Wait, where are you? What square are you on?
I don't know. I'm
I
right
don't
here.
think you're on square.
There. I was just gonna put you right. You were right there. Where were you when you attacked it?
Right
You
there, I
decide.
guess.
Okay. He was right here. So he's going to move down here. He's going to make a dive attack against you. Going at you with its beak. God damn it.
Oh, come on.
You're rolling low tonight.
Good. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's... Okay. Well, anyways. Who's up next?
Oh.
Giovanni, you're back up on the order.
Giovanni. Put a thing up for haste.
I did. Thank you. Oh, the symbol.
Thank you.
Okay. 3 attacks.
hit, miss, hit.
On the second one, I'm gonna pump. The thing. Hang on, that's gonna be a 9. That's not worth it. I'll just let that rock. And so on the second one, I'm gonna put the key strike on it.
Okay.
Okay, 3 damage, and so bonus action to attack again. There we go. That's my turn.
All right. This guy's looking fairly worn. It's lost a lot of feathers right now. Okay, Solwynn.
Giovanni. Oh yeah, no, sorry. Like Giovanni's also like speaking to it, like, didn't have to do this, Rasp.
Chaotic creature.
He's hungry.
Hit. Using my last flourish. AC still 19.
Nice.
Oh, I should be asking, does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Does a 13 hit?
Unfortunately, your psychic daggers just can't can't find a spot on its underbelly as it's flapping its wings in front of you.
Got it. That's my turn.
All right. At the end of its turn, last legendary action to make a talent attack against you.
Yes. I believe in it. Nope.
Nope. Okay, that's cool. Olivia, you're up.
I sent you a Discord message.
Oh, sorry.
You're good?
I tend to ignore that sound, that beeping sound when I'm playing.
You're here?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So then I will not be using any of those. And maintaining haste. I guess I'm going to viciously mock it for having done antlers.
Ouch! Ouch! How dare you!
It's actually really cool, but that's the most brutal thing she could think of.
What did you say?
She's got stupid antlers. I don't believe that. I think they're really cool, but I know it understands me, and I know it hates me because I said it.
That's such a mean thing to say.
It's such a mean thing to say. And it worked. So it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Okay.
I think I'm actually going to move back into the aura.
All right. Wolfram.
All right. Let's just shift over so I can see it a little bit. And let's hit it with a Ray of Sickness.
Ooh, okay.
Did that not let me upcast? Oh, okay. Just straight cast it at level 1. It's fine.
Does that do anything else?
No, I don't think so. Let me double check.
Okay, it's
on
just
hit, Constitution saving throw. DC is 17. Ooh, okay. Otherwise, it would have been poisoned.
Okay, cool. This thing already has had some bad rolls, so it doesn't need any more help. All right. So the Periton looks at you, Olivia. Looks at you, Wolfram, and looks at you, Solwynn. Actually, no. Looks at you, Giovanni. So Olivia, Giovanni, and Wolfram. It screeches at all of you, and you can see its antlers actually glow black a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I need.
I really piss it off.
I need the three of you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh, I'm bad at that.
It's a pass. That's a fail.
Plus 3, 13.
Oh, yes, true, 13.
13 still fails.
I'll throw inspo at this.
Okay.
I'll take the hit.
Ooh.
And I'm rolling back.
It's plus 3, so that's a 14.
No, the plus 3 is already in there.
I see. I gotcha. All right then.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Was it your last info, Giovanni?
I have one more, but I don't want to use it.
So, Olivia and Giovanni, you can feel like this thing's anger and ire at you, and you are cursed. Next time, anytime you roll an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you have to roll a d4 now, and it's essentially Bane. Subtract the roll from the total. So
that doesn't fix it.
Sometimes it can. Depends on the strength.
And it's going to
for sure.
Fly over here. Fly over here.
Where's it going? Oh, okay.
Yeah, again, its movement. It's too quick to attack it.
Zoom, zoom.
I've been cursed, blarg.
I'll go ahead and say that you can repeat the roll at the end of your turns. Saving throw.
Okay.
Cool.
But you still have to minus a d4 from it. So. Azadeh, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action hex it. Oh wait, I need to bonus action. Never mind. Using my spiritual weapon for bonus actions. I'll try hitting it with another Eldritch Blast, but I'm gonna step up a little closer to do another pull on him. I think I can step up there.
Get over here.
Okay.
So get over here. And second attack. So he moves closer to me by 10 feet. And
15 hits also.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the spiritual weapon attack. Oh yeah, I should move him over. That's within. Oh yeah, within 20 feet, right?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Okay. Yeah, so that's another 8 damage. That's my turn.
Okay.
Oh no, 30.
All right. At the end of your turn, the Periton is going to dive bomb against you, Olivia.
Oh no!
It thinks its antlers are cool. However, this is its next attack roll, so it's a disadvantage.
It does have. Okay, good. I thought so.
Is there a feat that allows you to make attacks of opportunity when
Yes!
attack you? Oh, nice.
Yeah, just getting out of the way of its giant beak.
Yikes!
That's its turn.
That's
Cool.
a little too close for comfort.
Giovanni, you're up.
All right. Then my attack rolls will be at disadvantage or whatever. So,
It's just a minus D4.
Okay.
But I'd probably turn off Great Weapon since that's already a minus 5.
No. All right. Bonus action. I'm going to Hunter's Mark it.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit it. Now 3 times. Let's go.
Okay. So the first one's going to hit no matter what, so that's the damage it's going to take. The second one misses. The third one also misses.
Okay. I'm going to, on the first one, I'm going to add a key strike to it. 3 damage. Now let me hit one more time. Yes!
Yeah, even the D4 still doesn't hit that, so, okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, now he's not looking too hot. Yeah, you're with your blows, you're actually able to break one of his little antlers off now.
Oh no!
This guy isn't looking.
I mean, oh yeah.
Oh no!
Giovanni's like, this beautiful creature. No
Souvenir.
All right. I think that's your turn then. Your bonus action and
Indeed,
everything else.
that is my turn.
Yeah. All right. Solwynn, you're up.
I'm running up and I'm pushing Olivia behind me. Here. And I'm
Oh, wait a minute. That was the end of his turn. No, wait. Before you do that, actually, no. I'm just kidding. I almost wanted to. You already started moving. That's my bad. Would have attacked her. But go ahead.
I'm gonna hit. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I was even mid thought of like I should
Nice.
save the sneak attack for the
God.
second attack.
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
I pull Olivia back and then I'm just like, don't you fucking touch her. And I like stab him right in the eye and I go for the antlers. Your antlers are fucking disgusting.
Oh no!
They're really cool though. So
They're really cool, though.
and I want to like kick it off the tower.
Just bullying
yeah,
this
it's
poor
pretty-
bird.
You pull Olivia away and like jumping off of the bell, like you're able to get enough height to like land on its head, do the stab, and then as you pull your sword back out of its head, able to kick back off of it, doing a cool backflip. What do you do?
Yeah.
I'll put Rasp's body on the ground so that you guys can remember it when you leave.
I'm actually gonna go get it right now. So
Okay. All right. Cool.
R.I.P. Rasp.
I wonder if
Yeah, put it right
someone has a bounty on this guy somewhere that we can collect on.
oh, good point. Yeah.
All right. Turn over. Go by. Cool. Very cool. So as you guys are like just kind of just collecting yourselves from the battle, you were able to see that the fresh corpse that the Periton was eating, and in chalk next to the freshly made dead man, you can see he actually did manage to write out a last bit of warning before being attacked by Rasp. The words say, "Beware the sea killers." And I think I'm gonna leave that now. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's pretty late, so we'll just leave it on that.
Awesome.
We get to fight an antler bird.
Those things are vicious.
Giovanni, resurrect
So-
him and then put him on your island.
This guy himself was actually a souped up version of most Peritons, I think.
I love it.
Yeah, normal Peritons are probably better to deal with, but this guy was not. This guy was
Yeah, like
was,
a Periton is like CR2 normally.
Yeah, this guy's fairly is obviously a boss, so
Yeah.
monstrous.
I'll go ahead and tell you, Solwynn, what you've managed to find in that little container. So you find in that little compartment box and in the bag of holding that was in it, a ring of free action, an immovable rod, a folding boat, 3 ounces of oil of slipperiness, and 3 ounces of sovereign glue.
Oh my
Sovereign
god.
glue is actually really good. You
It's
can do some
so
fun
mean.
stuff.
As well as
We can
6 pressure caps.
we're gonna glue the feather token onto something.
Are
Six
we
what?
going to put it in our hair?
Did you say
Sorry.
6 pressure caps?
6 pressure capsules.
I don't know what that means. Wait.
To go deep underwater, or I guess
It does resist. It resists like the effects of like of the crushing depth of like.
You know,
very
in
deep-
Futurama, when the professor made those suppositories for everyone,
Oh
that's
yeah,
what it is.
I heard capsule and then I immediately thought DBZ, and I was like, wait. Can I get a list whenever you can of everything I found in notes, please?
Mhm,
And then
I'm doing
I'll
that right now.
Okay, perfect. And then I'll let you know what I'll use my identify spell on. Unless we do get a short rest where I can just start identifying stuff.
Well, I mean, it depends.
I mean-
if you want to explore more, we can rest up here. That way would be a good time to do it.
I figure we were going to be doing a short rest and just staring at the dead bodies from somewhere.
Yeah.
And like just
That's
waiting
true.
for them to get picked up. Like somebody could be doing shifts from the door and just like keep an eye out while we all like do short rests. That was my game plan that I was thinking.
Okay. Yeah. That was a fun session. It got a little hectic when everyone started splitting up, and I'm like, oh fuck, where's it? Oh god. Giovanni's over here. These people are over here. Well, what about this? Oh god.
He is hasted, so he can walk down the tower. I'm sure.
He's also a monk.
He's also a monk.
Exactly. He can do whatever he wants.
I wouldn't say that. Like, if you insisted on rolling fall damage, it would be a -40 for me.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Cool monk shit.
He just does the Ezio or Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, dive off the tower, exactly. Right into the Periton's feathers.
just land it on its on its like soft feather pillow.
Yeah, just
Little puff of Periton down comes off.
Oh,
Poor thing.
yeah. Sam and I were talking, and like the last time I had a flying enemy, it was a dragon versus my players. I just used it to grab players and just pick them up and drop them from 80 feet.
yeah, that's what I was worried about because
I
like,
think that's what it was trying.
Unfortunately, it doesn't actually have the skills I think necessary to really effectively grapple somebody.
Yeah,
I'd have
you
to.
need
I would've had to
athletics. Athletics.
Yeah, I would have had to adjust this guy a bit more. I probably could have actually made him fly.
He probably had a
farther away
decent
and stuff, too.
strength, didn't he?
is expect
decent.
Dale.
I was actually
Oh.
wondering, like,
I just made a sheet for it. I'm like, man,
Is that why you wanted to befriend it?
you can try.
Next
I
time, send a rock at us, huh?
Well, that's a little bit too big, but I'd love that. But no, Rasp.
Well, again, Icewind Dale.
I understand what you were trying to do, also but like Rasp has been known to like pick off.
Oh no, like that's fine. Like
Yeah, okay.
he's an asshole, so
Yeah.
then that's pretty fine. I just know that like they do understand you, so like it's my dream, like kind of like because like I would, if I could, I would get like the Beastmaster parrot thingy just so I could, if I could, was able to get a Periton. That's the only reason I would ever become a Beastmaster.
I absolutely 100% understand. We have a friend of ours that really wants a Displacer Beast as a pet.
Yeah, those are cool too.
The only big problem is that they're all evil creatures. Like they're
I mean,
intelligent
again-
evil creatures. That's the
I
problem.
mean, again, fuck that. Like, I don't subscribe to that. Like, a creature can be whatever they want to be. It depends. on the creature.
I generally play evil as mostly dangerous, not necessarily purely
yeah,
antagonistic, but like they can be very dangerous and like will most likely want to do things for their own gain.
for sure.
Yeah, and that just doesn't sit well with like being controlled or working with somebody essentially.
Unless it was lawful evil or something like that.
Yeah, like a hellhound definitely.
Oh yeah, hellhounds will if you feed them and show them that you're up for the no
Like,
good stuff.
from a young age and stuff, you can train them and whatever.
Who drew poop?
What?
Who drew poop?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't see it.
Yeah, we don't see it.
Who'd you poop? Who did doo-doo?
I see it now.
Oh, I didn't see it either. I was like, huh?
We're on the wrong map.
Is that you?
I can move it to the other map. What?
Yeah.
I did give my players one of my players a Hellhound at one point, but it was because they did one of the dark gifts.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
the problem was if it dies, then they lose half of their life.
Jeez. That's
brutal, yeah.
Cool.
Now you got to
Permanently?
protect it.
Yeah, let me double check. I forgot.
Oh, if it's permanent, that'd be
Like
great.
that.
Actually, from here, I can actually say that you guys can see the roof from where you are of the Hermitage.
But yeah, like it's always been a dream. Like I found like a paraton egg for a character and be able to raise it and whatever.
Mhm.
That's the only reason I would be a Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
Way back in 3rd edition, I knew a ranger who rode around on a Remoraz.
Oh wow!
What's that?
Yeah, that's an
That's
achievement
nice
there.
Dale sort of guy too.
How do you
might
spell
run
it?
into
Remoraz?
a Remoraz, yeah.
It's a big fucking ice centipede.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. I know those. Yeah.
They got like
Yeah,
fire blood or
Icewind Dale.
something.
Also
Remember
explode when you hit them.
you remember the old Icewind Dale video game? Just like
Yeah.
but with Icewind Dale. I think I remember fighting those guys in that.
They are in that.
Yeah. They are definitely in the cold areas.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. Love you all.
Later.
Good night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thanks for joining.
Good night.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see here. Trying to find that dark gift real
Adding
quick.
a bunch of shit up for Wednesday. I'm excited.
Yeah, I heard. Looks fun, man. I mean, sounds fun, I should say.
Hopefully it's not too boring and combat heavy, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Everything is kind of interesting.
I like combat.
I'm very excited. It's a big meat grinder dungeon. There's 88 enemies.
All at once?
Oh no, not at all. On the whole map.
Come on, do it. All at once. 88. Let's go to
Alright.
war.
Found it. Here it is. It was an expanded list of dark gifts. Prerequisites level 5, and then Sariak the Hellhound Whisperer. They give you the ability to summon a Hellhound in an unoccupied space in 30 feet, once per long rest. Acts on your turn. If the Hellhound dies before slaying another creature, your hit point maximum is halved until you finish a long rest.
That's not as bad. But
Yeah.
At least that's it's not permanent, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's really cool. Dark gifts. So what campaign offers that? I think that's like Abyssal.
Strahd.
Strahd or
Oh,
Homebrew.
Dark gifts. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I just put it into my campaign because I love just torturing players. Here's this really awesome power with
it's
a
a
really
really
bad
awesome power.
drawback.
they're fun.
There was the list that I used. It's from a GM binder. Yeah, there.
No, that's good to like just throw into any campaign. And like I want to try and see if I can throw in those blessing thingies from that Theros book or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Superhuman abilities.
Yeah, because they're pretty cool. They're fun.
A lot of them are very cool. All right, have a good night, everybody.
First thing I
Good
scroll
night.
down to D to see if Dendar is on this. But no. All right. Good night.
Good night.